Alrighty. I am live. We are live. We're gonna hop into Persona. I took yesterday off because, election news, and I'm ecstatic. I am so glad that enough Americans. It was a close election, popular vote wise. Well, I mean, 4 million difference isn't super close, but close in my book. But yeah, I'm glad to be streaming. And good to see you all. I'm currently chatting with my buddy Rich, Planet Popstar. Um, Go check him out and also check out his podcast, Disney Dunces. It's great. It's good stuff. Lols, I know which one it is for me. Yes, I noticed you were off. I was like, oh no, Jim Jam. Yeah. Yeah, I had posted in the Golf Squad Discord that I wasn't going to be on yesterday because we had just found out around um like noon that Pennsylvania was called for Joe Biden, and I'm like, okay, this is huge. Um and I also wanted to look into um, Trump's claim of voter fraud just to see if it had any merit. I mean, the courts had thrown out 3 lawsuits, so I was already like, okay, this is probably just more Trumpism. But I wanted to like look at all of the pieces. I didn't want to just start jumping for joy right away, and end up overlooking something. So turns out he had nothing. Not surprising. But rumor has it that he had reached out to the Biden campaign saying, "Well, I'll cede. I'll concede under certain circumstances." So, of course, he has no leverage whatsoever. Like, that's the law. Like, if you lose the election, you have to go. It's not a you don't get to say, "Well, I'll leave under these conditions." But I think what he's trying to get after is immunity because he's currently under investigation by the IRS. Actually, IRS is investigating him. So I think he's trying to create all of this hysteria around voter fraud just so he can cop a deal, but it's not going to work like that. Um, but it's he's playing his last couple of moves. If there's any evidence, absolutely look further into it. 99% sure it wouldn't influence results, but it's something that shouldn't be dismissed. Exactly. And I was telling a buddy of mine who's a big Trump supporter. I'm like, look, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be investigations. I'm saying don't get your hopes up because he has been sounding the alarm on all of these conspiracies and all of these plots and all of this, spooky stuff that right wingers need to be afraid of, and it's all been false. He investigated Antifa, nothing. He actually found out more about white supremacist organizations. He investigated voter fraud over a year ago, nothing. He investigated voter fraud last month, nothing. The month before that, nothing. Like it's literally been just a consistent L's that he's been serving up. And his voters eat it up because, again, they're not motivated by facts. They're motivated by emotion, and they love him and what he says is gospel, and that's it. And that's a very dangerous way of thinking because you can easily be misled into doing or believing some really horrible shit, which a lot of these people already do. I'm not going to say every Trump supporter is like that. I know a lot of Trump supporters who are actually good people, but there's a big chunk of them who are not good people at all. And 4 more years of MAGA would have been catastrophic, in my opinion. I haven't been to New Jersey for over 5 years, and my parents received a ballot for me. Oh shit, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. So because you had said that you had voted in California, right? I mean, not California, in Washington. So what I know about these voter registries is that they're supposed to Washington. Okay, they're supposed to cross-check your your vote. So like me here in Florida, I had the option of receiving a second ballot because I got a call and they were like, hey, you know, our records show that you haven't voted yet. We can send you another ballot if you want. And so I could have been like, sure, and I could have had two ballots because I already had the one that they sent me. I just hadn't turned it in yet. But what they do is once they punch in your information and they run that signature, they just discount any additional ballots that were made under your name. Now, I don't know if there's a national registry for that. It should be like a federal voter, the Federal Voting Commission, or the Federal Election Commission, the FEC. They're supposed to cross-reference all votes and to make sure that no one's voting more than once. But yeah, there's votes that definitely fall through the cracks originally, but they always catch it on the back end. And in the recent cases of voter fraud that we've seen, most of them have been committed by Republicans actually. And their justification was, well, we know the Democrats are doing it, so I'm doing it defensively. And it's like, okay, that's a really great argument, you know. Instead of reporting the Democrats, you are committing voter fraud to, you know, defend against their voter fraud. It's absurd. I have a friend in New Jersey who had a cousin who committed suicide over 6 years ago. They got a ballot for him too. Damn, that sucks, man. Like, that's messed up because not only is that like way too fucking late, but you know, you're kind of reminded, you know, you're reminded of that person who committed suicide, you know. But it's how these things are run. Like a lot of these voting centers and just they're all volunteer based, you know. They're people who are volunteering their time. I know a couple of people who volunteered for polls, and they all were like, you know, it's hectic. You know, it's hectic. It's like working a freaking double shift or something, you know what I mean? It's a lot of work, a lot of people coming in to vote, a lot of ballots to go through. And the election commissions, your local election commission, wants to make sure that everyone who can vote does vote and gets a ballot. So there's going to be those cases where dead people get ballots. I forget what state it was in, but a dead Republican congressman had actually won the election because the election commission hadn't modified the ballot. So a dead man actually got elected, and a dead man beat a Democrat. So that says a lot about the Democratic Party. Yeah, those things do happen, and I think because of those discrepancies, the right wing is like, oh, well, it's cheating. First of all, it happens on both sides. Like, a ballot does not know whether or not you're going to vote Republican or Democrat or third party or whatever. Like, you know, we don't know the politics of these dead people. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's number one. And number two, they catch it on the back end because they have to validate the ballots. There's a 3-step process that most ballots go through. So when you vote, your actual ballot goes through 3 different people, and your signature is cross-checked 3 different times. And then the Federal Election Commission also reviews any red flags. So like I feel like in your case, you know, you got a ballot in New Jersey. If someone tried to fill that ballot out, they'd have to cross-reference your signature with their signature. If they determine it's a forgery, they'll discount the ballot. Now, if they're able to forge your signature perfectly, that could be potentially a double vote situation. But there's also records of you having moved to Washington as well. So there's a paper trail. It doesn't give people much faith in a system like this, and it makes it easy to make accusations about fraud. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think there's a lot of unknowns for the general public because personally, I don't know how the counting works. Like you mentioned, cross-referencing signatures, how is this done? Which signature are they looking at? One that I gave them 10 years ago and have changed since. So yeah, from what I understand with the signatures is they reference what they have on file. And they also have access to your like, you know, the signature that you put down on like your driver's license and your ID. They have access to that as well. But they do have the signature that you provide them. So that signature that you gave them 10 years ago, that's the one that they still have on file. Now, if you've changed your signature, you can invalidate your vote if you don't let them know. So, I actually, luckily for me, I haven't changed my signature in 10 years. I probably should. But I've always signed with the same, JM initials. So I haven't had that problem, but I have heard of people who had their votes invalidated, and they actually talked about this a bit on NPR about a month ago, in which the local election commissioner was like, "Yeah, we've had to throw out like tons of votes just because the signatures didn't match up," and it was the actual voter, but you have to sign with the signature that you provide us so we can confirm that it's you. If we can't confirm that it's you, then we invalidate your vote. And so they were telling people to, like, go to the website and see if your vote was invalidated. If you see that your vote was invalidated, contact us and figure out what happened. Because a lot of people don't know that. They just sign it and they're thinking, oh yeah, they know it's me, and they don't, because you've already sent them a different signature. So they're invalidating my vote without letting me know. Yeah, exactly. Imagine that I could track the ballot, but there's no notice unless I check it myself. Exactly. They will not notify you that your vote is invalidated. Because, like, think about it. They already have literally so much work that they have to get done. And the process is largely automated. Like, if you were the person who had to, like, actually go out and call all the people whose votes were invalidated, that shit would be a nightmare, and you probably still wouldn't get through it all, because a lot of people just don't follow instructions. Like, they use the wrong utensil, or they sign in the wrong place. Now, I don't know how every state does it, because different states have different rules and requirements, but in Pinellas County, our ballots are pretty straightforward. Like as soon as you open it up, there's like a big piece of paper that says read this, and it tells you exactly how to fill out your ballot, what to use, like an ink pen, okay, and how to fold it and where to sign it, and it tells you on the ballot. And it does also give you like a way to track your ballot as well, just to make sure it's counted, because a lot of people are doing mail-in voting. Now, if you vote in person, you don't have to worry about any of that, because I voted in person for the Democratic primary, and all you do is you walk up with your ID, they look at your ID, they look at you, and then you go and vote. And the ballots themselves are checked right on the spot. So if there's something wrong with a ballot, the machine will spit it out, and then you have to go back to the volunteer and say, hey, this machine isn't taking my ballot. So there was like the Sharpie Gate thing where Trump voters were like, yeah, all of our votes got invalidated because they gave us Sharpies. You're not supposed to use Sharpies. Number one, you can use Sharpies. Number two, the machines would have spit your vote out and said, hey, go back and fill out another one. You fucked up. That's what happens in the real world. But on Fox News, they're like, oh no, it's the Sharpie. But that died like within 24 hours because it had no merit whatsoever. It just made them look ridiculous. I threw away my thing with the QR code or whatever. Lols. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, that was the thing. So Washington does it too then, I guess. And a lot of states are, because of COVID. So they're like, yeah, give people a means to track their votes digitally, and everything's good. And a lot of people did that. A lot of people took advantage of that. But I didn't really hear many cases of people's votes being thrown out, luckily, because every election commission was like, all right, let's make sure that we tell people this is what we need, this is how it needs to be done. And they were really serious about that because they knew that a lot of people were going to want to vote, considering our current political climate. And we've had more votes than in any presidential election in history. Like, you realize that, right? Like, between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, about 145 million people voted. That's incredible. Like, that's insane. Just thinking of 145 million people. That's like almost all of the voting eligible people. Almost. In Florida, about 700,000 votes were purged because the Republicans did like a last ditch voting suppression method. So like Florida voted for Amendment 4, right? And Amendment 4 allowed ex-cons or ex-felons to vote, right? To give them the right to vote. So the Republicans are like, all right, cool, you passed that. But most of the prison population around the United States is black and brown, so they saw 700,000 Democratic voters. So what they did, they said, okay, you guys get the right to vote, but you can't vote until you pay off your court fees. And we know the economic problems of ex-convicts, which kind of like contributes to recidivism, right? So the Republicans did their usual sleazy shit, and Florida lost potentially 700,000 votes for Joe Biden. Now, if you look at the final numbers, I don't think if every prisoner had voted for Joe Biden, I don't think the state would have still gone blue because, you know, all we have down here are Trump supporters. Even in the blue areas, there's tons of Trump supporters. So, but that's Florida. Like, all of the rich people come down here to retire, and they don't want to pay taxes. They want to bomb, they want to bomb the Middle East, but they don't want to pay for it. So it's crazy. But yeah, that's it's crazy, man. Like, I'm definitely glad to have been a part of it. I'm definitely glad to have, seen so many people like energized and excited, and like I was telling another Trump supporter buddy of mine, I'm like, yeah, like, you guys could have won this election easily. Like, and if it wasn't for COVID, Trump would have won. Like, no question about it. But you guys literally fumbled the ball. Like, between Maskgate, QAnon, white supremacy, and this anti-science slant that the Republicans are on, you guys lost this election yourselves. Like, I voted because I'm seeing motherfuckers talking about beheading Dr. Fauci. You know what I mean? Like, Fauci's amazing. Fauci's great. Man's just trying to save lives, and he's somehow the villain. Like when I saw that, I'm like, you gotta. This is the time for some self-reflection, okay? Like, you guys gotta be serious for a second. Stop blaming the Democrats. Stop blaming voter fraud. Stop blaming, China, whatever the fuck you want to blame, and just look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, did we behave in a way? Did we advocate policies that favored the United States of America or just conservative white America? Like, ask yourself the tough questions, because when Hillary Clinton got clapped and Donald Trump beat her, the liberals did not want to do self-reflection, but progressives made them do self-reflection, and now liberals will say today Hillary Clinton was not a good candidate. Yeah, it took 3 years of us screaming at you to get that through your thick heads, but conservatives don't have anyone on their side that says, hey, you guys need to think. You guys need to do some self-reflection. Like, and that's what I was telling my buddy. I'm like, look, you guys don't ever hold Trump accountable. You never, anything Trump says, you guys go along with, you clap, you cheer, you never hold him accountable. So what incentive does he have to do anything differently? Trump was an excellent Republican president. He gave the Republican voters everything they wanted, and then some. He was like the perfect Republican president. And what we saw with the Trump administration is that the end goal of neoconservatism, the end goal of the Republican Party, is fascism. Because he did what a Republican president is supposed to do. He gave his base everything they wanted. And what did that look like? Science denial, white supremacy, domestic terrorism. Like, that's what they want. That's literally what they want. And unbridled corporate deregulation. Like, that's what they want. And so it looks bad because it is bad, and people voted against it, So it's like, guys, this is the time to do some self-reflection. Don't blame the Democrats. Don't blame, cheating. Blame yourselves. Like, you guys could have won this election easily. All you had to do was not be psychotic. That's it. And you would have won. But that was asking too much. Lows, yeah. COVID played a big part. In fact, whenever I was looking up Republicans on the ballot for the local election stuff, I just looked at their Twitter to see their mass reopening stance. Yeah, that's all you had to do. Like literally, if you were a COVID voter, which I think a lot of people were, especially the mail-in ballots because they're in quarantine. A lot of COVID voters, um, I wouldn't even say a lot of COVID voters, all COVID voters, voted Biden. Like, if you care about COVID-19, there's no way that you can support Donald Trump. There's no way that you can vote for him. You know, the Republican Party stance on COVID was, okay, Grandma, you were going to die anyway. You know, we got to get this economy back open. You know, we got to get back to turning a profit. Sorry. And turns out that a lot of people are like, well, no, fuck you. I want to live. You know, it's like, come on, guys. Like, is that your politics? Is that really what the Republican Party believes? Is that really what conservative family values are? You know, sacrifice grandma and granddad so this guy over here in the corner can make another $1 billion? Are you fucking kidding me? So no fucking wonder Donald Trump lost. Like, don't blame this on Trump. Trump was only doing what you told him to. He was the perfect Republican politician. And it looks crazy because it is crazy. Neoconservatism is crazy. It is psychotic. It is bad policy. And we should never, ever vote for it again. Like, we literally were at the precipice of fascism. Like, literally, if Trump had won another 4 years, we'd be in a fascist autocracy. And all the people he had around him, from his DOJ, Barr, who believed that the president was an autocrat who could do whatever he wanted, to Stephen Miller, a Jewish Nazi. Like, I mean, wow. Just the people that were just in and around him, Steve Bannon, Roger Stone, like, just horrible people, horrible human beings. Okay, Betsy DeVos, like, horrible people. And 4 more years of that, we'd be done for, man. We'd be done for. My priorities: number 1, COVID; number 2, climate change. Like, honestly, I still respect those who voted for Trump and believe in reopening, but me personally, it's in my best interest that we keep shit closed. I can work 100% from home. It affects me in no way whatsoever. Yeah, same here. Same here. Like, I can work 100% remotely, and I have worked 100% remotely. My firm, we've got everything remote set up. We're doing clinics remotely. We've got apps on our phones that allows us to call out to people without using our personal phone numbers. So we can do remote indefinitely, right? Most of us anyway. There's some people that have to be in the office because they need to like scan copies and shit. But yeah, like, it doesn't affect me if we stay closed either. So I also understand the people who want to reopen, whose businesses like need that foot traffic, but that's why we have to stay closed, right? That's why we have to stay closed. If we open up too soon, and this is what Dr. Fauci warned against multiple times, we're going to have to close down anyway. And when we do close down, we're going to have to close down even longer. Not to mention the economic damage that results of people being dead. Like, we've lost over 250,000 Americans, right? 250,000 Americans are dead. Okay? Of that number, 2 million Americans have been infected. I know 2 people personally that have had COVID-19. Okay? My coworker and one other person I know. And that number is going to continue to increase as the winter comes, because viruses love dry and cold climates. That's like their shit. They thrive in that shit. And so when Trump said, well, hopefully it'll be gone by the spring or it'll be gone by the summer, he was making an assumption based on the general behavior of viruses. But what COVID has proven is that COVID can hang with the summer climates. Like, heat doesn't really bother it that much. So I hate to see what it can do in the wintertime. And why, just during this election, since Tuesday, 150,000 people a day were coming down with COVID-19. Highest numbers ever reported so far. So Joe Biden having coronavirus briefings every day, and like last night he announced a coronavirus task force, is number one priority, because this virus is growing. It's getting stronger. It's growing, and the more people it infects, the higher a chance of it mutating. And a mutated COVID is not something you want, because that could change a lot of shit. Right now, it has a mortality rate of 3%, but the mutation could double or triple that number. Maybe even quadruple it, right? So, we need to get COVID under control, and the best way for us to do that, because we have no vaccine and we have no medicines to really prevent it, is to keep things closed. And this is why progressives like myself have argued for universal basic income. That is why progressives like myself have argued for some kind of social safety net, so that people can live in quarantine. I'm working with people every day at my job who have lost their jobs and who are being evicted. And they did nothing wrong. They did absolutely nothing wrong. Donald Trump fucked it up. He dropped the ball, and all of this is on him, 100%. And I see it every day. I see it literally every day. And if America had half of the social safety net that many of our European brothers have, this wouldn't be that big of a deal. But we don't, because we're a hyper-capitalist, cutthroat society. And, you know, this is just the beginning. Like, a lot of people are breathing a sigh of relief. I'm not, because neoliberalism created Trumpism. If neoliberalism was so successful, Trump would have never gotten elected in the first place. So the last thing we want is a quote-unquote return to normalcy, which is what you keep seeing in the media. You see a lot of the neoliberals in the media saying, yeah, finally, return to normalcy, return to normalcy. We can't ever go back to normal. That's how we got Trump in the first place. Like, we need to stop being stupid and just look at the big picture. Americans are hurting. They were hurting under the Obama administration. They were hurting under the Clinton administration. Neoliberalism isn't getting it done. It's not. And so we need a new politics. People don't see it like that. They don't want to be close ever, and are unwilling to accept that. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're being 100% selfish. And again, I understand their selfishness, because we live in a country that doesn't... we live in a selfish country. So, your landlord's going to be like, well, where's my rent? Your bank, if you're a business owner, is going to be like, well, where's my money? You know? Or where's my loan money? You know? And they don't care that COVID has slowed your business down. They still want their money. So because we don't have a government that can act independently of corporate interests, people are getting fucked to left and right. So of course they want to open back up, because it's like, I'm sinking. I can't afford I can't afford to stay closed. And you know, it's like, okay, yeah, I get that, but you do realize that you're not gonna be benefited in the way that you think. Because what reopen the economy really means to stop talking about COVID. Because a lot of businesses are open, a lot of businesses are seeing people right now, but everyone knows that COVID is looming over their heads. I haven't really been out, not since my coworker got sick anyway. Hanging out with, like, I haven't seen anyone really in like 2 weeks, because I've been self-isolating. And yeah, that takes a toll. That takes a toll on your mental health for sure. But I mean, you know, I could still, like, you know, talk to you and still talk to my other friends online, so that helps. And, you know, I don't feel completely isolated. But yeah, you know, I can relate to people's mental health, and people say, look, let's just get back to normal. Let's just get back to normal. But guys, look at Sweden. Sweden did it. Sweden never closed. They never shut down. They never social distanced. And their economy took the same damage as every other nation. Like, when you look at Sweden post the COVID peak, their economy had actually fared worse than their European neighbors that actually closed their economies. South Korea did extremely well, closing the economy down early, doing contact tracing, testing. Like, it took months for the United States to roll that out. South Korea was on it in days. You know what I mean? So that's like a Singapore, Japan. Like, they all had a rapid response system ready to go. The United States didn't have anything like that. And we didn't even have a system in place to get people money. Like, Congress gave everybody just one check, and that's it. Meanwhile, we were giving corporations 3 times that much, and still are giving corporations money. So like, our system is so fucked up, and that didn't happen because of Trump. That was neoliberals did that. Democrats did that. So, when I talk about the real work just beginning, that's what I mean. Like, the real villains in this story are the Democrats. It's not the Republicans. It's not Trump. They are a symptom of the sickness. They are an immune response to the sickness, but the sickness is neoliberalism. And until we as the American people get that through our heads, we're not going to move forward as a country, because COVID COVID revealed every weakness our economy has. Every weakness. People are saying, "Oh, we can't do socialism because we'll end up like Venezuela." And then, like, when COVID came out, our supermarkets looked the same. You couldn't get food, you couldn't get toilet paper, you couldn't get any of that stuff. Our supply chain was destroyed. Okay. And it took time for businesses to kind of get back into the swing of things. So that's again, it's a stupid argument. Um, and I just watched a video last night in which prisoners in Finland live better than a working class person in the United States. Prisoners, Richard, prisoners. So I know I'm ranting about this, but like, COVID is both a blessing and a curse. Is the way I see it. With talks of another lockdown, Craig's bosses are really worried. He works at a comic shop. So these small business owners, they're more worried about their livelihood than COVID. They just assume they won't get it themselves. Yeah, it's like the classic coping mechanism that the human brain does. It's like, okay, I see the danger, but I can't really consider the danger because I need to avoid this even bigger danger. So I'm going to take this obvious risk to avoid this potential bigger risk down the road. So for a business owner, losing the business is a bigger deal than losing their life. I just want you to think about that. In America, it is a bigger deal for you to lose your business than it is for you to lose your life. That is the value that we have placed on materialism. That money is more than people's lives. And we don't think anything of it because we're not exposed to other nations and other cultures and how they do things. We're only told we're better than Mexico and we're the greatest nation on earth. That's what we're taught, that's what we're told. You look at other countries though, we are like a developing nation compared to them. Okay, we've got technology, we've got riches, but our standard of living is so shit. Like, it's horrible. And business owners are like, look, I know there's a killer virus out there. I'm over 40 years old. I'm definitely in the risk group, but I can't afford to go out of business because if I go out of business, I'm going to lose my home because I can't afford to pay my mortgage and then I'm going to be on the street. So, like, this is why we need a safety net, guys. This is why we need a safety net. People shouldn't have to risk death to pay fucking bills. Like, we have people who work at Publix, Taco Bell, all of these public-facing jobs, Best Buy, and they have parents, and they have grandparents, and they have people around them who are in those risk groups, and many of them are in those risk groups themselves, but they have to work because there's no safety net, because there's no help coming from the government or anyone else if you can't pay your bills, and it is sad. That alone should have everyone up in arms. So I hope that Biden is reading the room, and I hope he sees that, because if he doesn't, if he tries to go with the classic let me compromise with the Republicans angle again, progressives are going to light a fire under his ass, and it's not going to be pretty. One check, but people made bank with unemployment. Yes. There are a lot of people who did. There were a lot of people that I talked to who was getting more money on unemployment than they were working full time, which is another travesty, by the way. My unemployment checks varied. So like my first unemployment checks were like nothing. I got like $200, and then in the second month, I got more than I was making while working because I was getting like about $600 every. I was getting like $600 every 2 weeks. So I made 200. Yeah, no, I was getting. No, I was still making more working, yeah. Because I was getting like 600 every 2 weeks. So, it wasn't that great. But then the third month, that's when the better money started coming in. Because I was getting like 8. But that was just for that month, and then I ran out of unemployment, right? So, yes, there are a lot of people who are making more. But the thing is, unemployment only lasts depending on your state. Now, Florida only had like 3 grand to give you, so that was enough to live for most people for like 2 to 3 months. 3 grand can probably get you through 2 to 3 months before you need more money. But for a lot of people, that was more. Why? Because they're working these low wage jobs. Because we have a $7.25 federal minimum wage. So people should never make more on unemployment than they make working. That should never fucking happen. And it angers me to hear that because like I'm hearing that from people. I'm hearing that from people I know, and it's like the fuck, like what's going on? How is this legal? Costco made more money during lockdown than if he was actually at work. Yeah, exactly, which is honestly a problem. I also have a friend who got laid off just before COVID, and she was making bank not to she was making bank too, not working and not even bothering to find a job. Yeah, now Florida has work requirements. So before you could get money from the government, you had to show that you were looking for work. Um, I guess where she was living or where she's living, you don't have to show work requirements. Um, and again, like I believe in UBI. I believe in universal basic income. So like the idea of people getting money for nothing bothers a lot of people. It doesn't bother me because I know how the real world works. Corporations get money for nothing all the fucking time and they don't need it. CEOs get money for nothing and they don't even need it. Half of them don't even deserve it. There's a woman that Biden is, I forgot her name. Um there's a woman that Biden wants to bring onto his cabinet who was the CEO of Quibbly. And Quibbly went fucking under, Richard. It went out of business. Why are you bringing someone who failed at keeping a business running to advise on economic policy in your administration? You mean to tell me you couldn't find anyone that like retired successfully and was like, yeah, okay, I'll advise you on economics. I retired a multimillionaire or a billionaire or whatever. I can help you. There's tons of people that he could have asked. Why her? Why her? Why her? Okay. So I don't have a problem with your friend who's getting money, just getting unemployment and not finding a job because one, jobs should be paying more. They should just be paying fucking more, period. And number two, um, you know, looking at it from a humanistic standpoint, humans do not exist to create capital for other humans. That's not why we're on this earth, okay? That's not why people exist. But in America, that is why you exist, okay? If you're not born an elite, then you're born to make money for someone else. And everyone who exchanges labor for a paycheck is a member of the working class. Some of us make 600,000 a year, some of us make 30 million a year, some of us make 725 an hour. But if you don't own the company and you don't have a stake in the company, you are a member of the working class. When we say working class, we think of the low wage blue collar worker, but working class is anyone who is working in exchange for a paycheck. An NFL athlete is a member of the working class. Basically, you're a member of the working class if your boss can fire you and you're done and you're making no more income after that. You're a member of the working class. So, jobs should be paying more. And I believe that everyone should be earning um a basic income. Like once you hit 22, 23, maybe even 25. I'll say 25. Once you hit 25 years old, you should be earning a basic income. And it doesn't matter how much money you make. So if you're a millionaire, you get the same check that a person who's earning 12,000 a year gets, right? And I was a proponent of UBI before Andrew Yang popularized it, because Andrew Yang brought UBI into the mainstream. But there's a guy named Rutger Bregman who sold me on the idea of UBI, and I just think that's something we need, like for sure. But yeah, feel free to share more of your thoughts. I'm gonna actually like read this dialogue now after 40 minutes of talking about politics. Because that's the thing, like I can't play Persona and talk at the same time unless I'm running dungeons or something. But I have to read the dialogue because most JRPGs do not have audible dialogue. LOL. Yeah, exactly. I blame you, Rich. I blame you, Rich. Just like how neoliberals are trying to blame progressives for why their elections are so difficult. I'm gonna blame you in the same sleazy, silly way. It's Rich's fault. Even though you didn't tell me to go on a rant for 40 minutes, but I chose to, and I'm still gonna blame you because that's what we do in politics apparently. Election doesn't go your way, blame voter fraud. Or elections are too difficult, blame the progressive element in your party. It's the same shit. It's the same fucking shit. Man, on a lighter note, oh yeah, your shit's supposed to be here, right? Like your GPU and your monitor? Or is that coming tomorrow? I'm glad my tweet got as many likes as it did. Wait, hold up. Your tweet? Your tweets. Because I've been on Twitter, as you'd expect, a lot. Okay, is it your pin tweet? Cause this one's actually pretty badass. New graphics card, new monitor, new PlayStation, new president. I'm getting all the things. Yeah, I love this tweet. I thought it was really clever. So hopefully this is the tweet that you were referring to. The one with GPU. Okay, yes, this one right here then. Yeah. Arriving Monday. Arriving Thursday by 8 p.m. Yeah, that's right. Wait. You placed this on September 16th and they said the PlayStation is arriving Thursday by 8 p.m. Are they talking about like this Thursday or like cuz that's not supposed to be out yet, is it? Hey, you're the guy with all the connections. Maybe you got an early PlayStation. If you're not allowed to say that you have a PS5, that's okay. You can. Okay, so it's coming this Thursday. All right. No, that's dope, dude. Like you actually got a PlayStation though. Like, because a lot of people couldn't get one. I definitely want one. Cause like I thought about getting a new PlayStation 4 controller because like my old PlayStation 4 controller is kind of like dying out. But then I'm like, once I found out that the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with like 99% of PS4 games, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'll just get a PS5. I'll get a new controller. I'll get a new console, and I can play all of my PS4 games on my PS5. Like, why would I not do that? You know what I mean? Like, why would I not do that? Comes out PS5 this Thursday. I had to order it September for delivery in November. It comes out on 12th. Dude, I had 4 pre-orders. I canceled all but 2 of them. You need a pre-order? I can send it to your place if you PayPal Vendo me. Dude, I did you pre-order the digital or did you pre-order the disc? Because I need the disc one. I've got to get the one with the disc drive because I've got some physical PS4 games that I want to play on it. But if you've got a disc one, I had one of each. Oh shit. Okay, so you've got that? I have a disc one available. Okay, yo, I'm gonna do it then, and I'm gonna give you my UPS mailbox. I'm gonna do that after stream. I'm gonna give you my UPS mailbox. Do you want it? I was keeping my digital for myself. Yeah, dude, I will fucking take it. Yes, absolutely. I will send you the money after this stream. Like dead ass. So what was the total cost of the pre-order? Because I want to get your tax too. I want to like make sure that you're fully reimbursed. I know it's like $500. Yeah, we'll work out logistics after stream. uh, yeah, sounds great, my man. Sounds great. Yeah, cause I was thinking about it, dude. I'm like, it's I kind of want one. Like now that I've seen more of it, I'm like, I want one, and you know, like you can't find it. You can't get it pre-ordered. Tax is gonna change when I update your address in Amazon. Oh, okay. Cool. That sounds great. Um, and yeah. I'm gonna be one of the lucky few to get it day one. Well, technically day one because I'm gonna get mine a bit afterwards. But yeah, man, it's just gonna be wild, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited. I just made your day, right? Well, I mean, you made my day just by being here. I enjoy talking to you, and I enjoy talking about politics, and you gave me both of those things for 40 minutes. And then on top of that, you're like, "Oh, I got a pre-order for you. You want it?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want it." So you doubly made my day, Rich. You doubly made my day. Could still be day one because it should be delivered Thursday. Just depends on how your UPS box is. True. Um, yeah, they should. Yeah, I should be able to pick it up. I should be able to pick it up by 7 o'clock. I just hope that they put it like a box within the box. But Amazon usually does that. Box within the box. And then yeah, it should be delivered that way. Because I've heard stories of other expensive shipments like being intercepted by delivery drivers, but you would have had to have done that shit like in the warehouse. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, I'm not gonna be pessimistic about this. I'm gonna trust Amazon because they know that these things are highly in demand. And cause like I never got my fucking coffee. All right, I ordered some coffee and I didn't get it. Um, and yeah, but I got everything else I ordered through Amazon. I just never got my coffee, and they're like, "Yeah, your coffee's been delivered." I'm like, "No, it hasn't. I never got my coffee." How does your UPS box work? Does a UPS worker hold it for you? Yeah. So the neat thing about the UPS store, and a lot of streamers use PO boxes, but I use the UPS box because it's a UPS store. It's a physical address. So you can actually use it in like business matters too, right? Like let's say if I were to actually start an LLC, I could use my UPS address as an actual address because it's a physical address, as opposed to a PO box, which is not a physical address. So yeah, UPS is great, and I spend like about $250 a year, and like they hooked me up with 3 months free, so now I've got 15 months to rent the box as opposed to my usual 12. And it's great. I've gotten all of my Amazon shit through UPS because I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about security. I don't have to worry about people coming up and stealing my shit. Which, you know, in some cases that has happened to like other people. It's never happened to me, except maybe my coffee. I don't know, because I never got my coffee. But yeah, UPS has been good to me. How I mentioned, you guys are going on a school trip later this week. I'm not giving you any money, okay? And don't worry about getting me a souvenir or anything like that. What do we do about that cheater? Ain't we screwed if our attacks can't do anything? He is invincible at this game, so he's invincible in Mementos as well. And how about we just beat him at the game of his? Oh, but he'll just cheat. How about we ask for help from a skill player? Supposedly there's an insanely good gamer they call the King somewhere in the city. I've seen all over the forums how he managed to beat the cheater himself with orthodox methods. For real? Where can we find him? I checked this account from the official server, but I couldn't pinpoint what arcade he goes to, sorry. But if he's that famous, wouldn't it be easy to find him? That's true. Okay, we should gather intel on the King at the arcades around the city. I already know which arcade this kid is at. And yes, you can get famous playing games. It's esports. Man, real good thing I came here. I'm a happy man. I actually told myself I was going to hold off canceling to the end of the day today. Yeah, I am glad you waited, dude. I'm glad you waited. I am super glad you waited, my man. Cause like, I would have missed out. Cause like my plan was to just try to cop one sometime next year, like after the first wave went through. But I have so much confidence in Sony. Like, Sony's never released duds. Going back to like the original PlayStation, PS1, PS2, PS3. PS3 had the most problems, and even those were rare. PS4, no problems whatsoever. PS4 Pro, no problems whatsoever. So PS5, like, I feel perfectly fine buying Gen 1 of PS5. Like, Xbox on the other hand, I'm still a little iffy about. I think the Xbox One launch went really well, but the original Xbox had some issues, like the first gen of Xbox were like melting and shit, and then Xbox 360 was just garbo until they came out with the Elite. Then the quality got better, but yeah, I don't have any objection to buying Gen 1. LOL, you hear about the PS5 overheating? Overheating. But that's because it was locked in a plastic thing at Best Buy. Yes, exactly. Like, you can't do that. Like, these aren't the old consoles these aren't the consoles of old. Like, would you lock a PC up in the plastic case? No, you would not. Your plastic case needs to have proper venting. And even then, like, that's not better than open air. You need like additional ventilation inside those plastic cases. But they'll learn. They'll learn. You know, corporations are always behind the ball. A lot of these guys don't play games because they don't have time to play games, you know? But I would have never signed off on some shit like that. Like, what, you crazy? The PS5 is massive, you know? Yeah, the PS5 is massive, for a reason, and it's fast, and it's powerful, and it's all the things. Okay, it's all the things. Locking that shit up in a box or a plastic case, it's stupid. It's not the Nintendo GameCube. Charm, proficiency, kindness. I probably need to make more lockpicks, so I will do that. Okay, I gotta go to Akibara. Yeah, I need 5 of those.
Yes.
You're definitely getting better. I can tell just by watching you.
Well then.
Hey, let's go to bed.
wonder how much longer this heat will continue. It's exhausting.
I also had to swing by Taco Bell yesterday, Rich, because they brought back the cheddar chalupa, which is like one of my favorite tacos. So, yeah, I went yesterday, got another grilled cheese burrito, cheddar chalupa, cheesy gordita crunch. And then I bought the box, so it came with an additional heart taco. And then I got the Cine Twist and Baja Blast, and solid. It was a solid meal. Like I had an upset stomach yesterday, but I'm like, fuck it. I really want this, and I ate it, and then it didn't ruin my stomach. Surprisingly, it didn't ruin my stomach, but my stomach sure as hell didn't get better either. Yes, I have a reward that expires soon today. Actually, oh fuck, you better spend that then.
You know the rankings that are popular nowadays? Are you interested in them too?
I don't know if I'm gonna eat out again today, cause like I'm kind of doing this thing on the weekends where I just eat out. It's just a treat to myself, to get through the week. It's the least I can do for myself during quarantine. But am I gonna get Taco Bell 2 days in a row? Nah. Even though I could literally eat the same thing I ate yesterday and be happy. I'm probably gonna go like Wendy's or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so you're you're kind of feeling the same way. You're gonna head to that burger shop that Bill Gates loves so much. Want to become famous by followers, primes, and viewers? Bigfollows.com. Yeah, no, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with bigfollows.com on Boomerang 11. Yeah, thank you, Rich. I'm not trying to game the system, man. I'm just here doing my thing, doing it for fun, trying to build a natural community. I'm not interested. Just not. I'm also not interested in having my credit card information stolen and sold on the black on the black market on the on the dark web. LOL bots. Yeah, exactly. But you were right on it, man. You were right on it. Just you had the gun ready. Firing from the hip. It's high noon, dude. Like I kind of miss playing Overwatch, but then at the same time, every time I play Overwatch, I just like I feel like I'm dying inside. Like I need Overwatch 2 to come out, or I need another game to play. Like I got Rogue Company, I think Rogue Company. I haven't played it yet, but maybe that'll scratch my Overwatch fix until Overwatch 2 comes out. Honestly, I'd love to play on PC. I blame Steve. True, dude. Like, oh, I'm moving over to PC, dude. I mean, yeah, I'm getting this PS5, but like, yeah. You know what though? We need to like get Steve a pre-built. That's what we need to do. We need to get Steve a pre-built. um, like, I'm literally about to just open up a GoFundMe and be like, hey, and I'm gonna put a picture of Steve up there, and I'm like, hey, can you get this handsome man a gaming PC so he can stop being a plebe. PS5 is great for exclusives and the PS Plus games. Yeah, exactly. Like when Sony was like, cause like I was on the fence, Rich. I was on the fence, cause like the games are gonna be $70 now, even though I'm probably not gonna buy anything new. And I'm lying through my teeth, cause like that new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, looks so good, bro. Like I watched the fucking Yang Ye review last night, and that shit was dope. Like I want to play that game. And there's Demon Souls coming out. And like I had already pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077 for PC, but if I get PS5, I may cancel that pre-order and just get it for PS. Well, actually, I think if I buy it for PC, no. If you buy it for PS4, you can upgrade to PS5 for free. But I don't know if CD Projekt Red will let you get it for PlayStation 5. So you're getting Demon Souls and Spider-Man Ultimate Edition. Cool. Yeah, because Demon Souls is day one, isn't it? Because like Ghostwire Tokyo looks good as fuck, and I want to play that game too. When that comes out, and then there's the new Horizon, Zero Dawn, that's coming out. I'm definitely getting that shit because Horizon Zero Dawn is one of the greatest games I ever played in my life. I don't think there's a PS5 version of Cyberpunk, just backwards compatibility. Oh, okay. So I'll save it for PC then. Because I already have it pre-ordered for PC. What I'm debating is whether or not to get a new GPU, but since I'm gonna be getting a PS5, I probably will hold off on a GPU. Or just be like, fuck it, it's the holiday, and buy the GPU also. Just drop $1,000. You know? Just do some really financially irresponsible shit. Yeah, like that's what I'm looking at on the radar. And then I'll be poised for like the new Final Fantasy, you know what I mean, when that new Final Fantasy comes out. So that's just gonna be dope. Literally those 3 games is all I need.
I don't blame you. Everyone's paying attention to it. Did you know my name is listed too? It's apparently due to my recent disapproval of the group.
They want to clap and catch you now. Also, the new fucking Gran Turismo. Like, I forgot about that game too. There's not a lot of hype about it because it's a racing game, and people are like, "Oh, another racing game." I'm a simp, all right. I'm a simp for racing games. I love racing games, so I will probably be one of the few people playing the new Gran Turismo on PS5, and I'm totally cool with that as well.
Before I knew it, I turned into a bona fide villain.
Foreshadowing.
Still, I thought that if I became a target, I could figure out their methods. The idea was appealing when I thought about it. Of course, there's no guarantee I'd be safe.
But yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I might let Taco Bell reward expire. You gonna eat in today, or you gonna eat out?
Well, talking anymore will make us late. See you later.
It's all over the news.
Check out this Phantom Thieves chocolate wafer. I saw it in Shibuya and couldn't help myself. It comes with a sticker, right? There's so much Phantom Thieves merchandise all of a sudden. Although, if you ask me, Phantom Thieves isn't a very cool name. I don't know, I like it. It's so mysterious. You think it's a bad idea to post my own name to the fan site to get a change of heart? I just want to meet the Phantom Thieves. LOL. I don't know. I don't feel like leaving the house and I'm not hungry. Even I have a cheesecake slice from Cheesecake Factory in the fridge. No, that was me on Friday, dude. Cause like, my thing is Friday and Saturday I eat out. And Friday I get off of work and I'm like, you know what? I am totally happy just staying in. I don't even want to leave the house to go get food, right? And I don't live more than like 10 minutes away. So I just stayed home and cooked. That's what I did. I cooked. I made some chicken, oven baked, had a salad, and some Sour Patch Kids and Swedish fish. That was dinner. Easy. No interest in eating it, lol. that hurts, man. That hurts. Like, on one hand, I feel you, because you got to be in the mood for cheesecake. And on the other hand, like, I don't know, man. My lactose intolerance has really been kicking my ass. Like, I had some Ben & Jerry's the other day, and it fucked my shit up, like, more than ever before. And I don't know if Ben & Jerry's has changed their recipe or added, like, more heavy cream or whatever, but my stomach was not having it, bro. I was fucked. Literally fucked. And so I had some lactate pills in the medicine cabinet, so I'm like, alright, let me just eat some more ice cream and have a lactate pill. That made me feel even worse. Like, with the lactate pills, it made me feel even worse. I'm like, oh no, what do I do? So now I have ice cream in my freezer that I can't eat. because I just don't feel like dealing with the side effects. You know. I got the vanilla bean, I think. Oh, that's why. That's why. Vanilla bean is just boring. It's the most boring flavor of all desserts ever. Like regular vanilla ice cream is better than vanilla bean ice cream. And so if you're getting vanilla bean cheesecake, it's like the most boring of the cheesecakes. Like regular New York style cheesecake is better than vanilla bean cheesecake. LOL, rip ice cream. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like I bought fucking four tubs. I've got my Cherry Garcia in there, which is my favorite flavor. I've got Stephen Colbert's American Dream, which is my second favorite flavor. I've got the brownie vanilla core flavor, which I love the cores because the cores are great. It's just like that um you know that mousse center, and I can't eat that without my stomach flipping the fuck out. So like, I'm pissed, dude. I'm pissed. I want to enjoy my Ben and Jerry's, but now I can't, cause my shit's gonna be fucked up. You leave tomorrow, right? It'll take 6 or 7 hours to get to Hawaii, so it'll be morning when you arrive. Oh yeah, watch out for that jet lag. Hawaii's time zone is 19 hours behind Japan's time zone, which means you'll get there on the morning of the 7th. You're leaving at night, but arriving the morning of the 7th. That might be quite a shock to your systems. Jet lag is one thing, but our perception of time itself can become distorted sometimes. Have you ever looked at your watch and felt like the second hand stopped for longer than a second?
How about you?
Say, Amethyst-kun. Me? You know the name of that phenomenon where the second hand looks like it stopped moving? Time paradox, chronograph, Biort, slaw. I think it's chronostasis. Yep, chronostasis.
This is it. Right.
Anyway, my dude, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna actually bring myself to get out of bed and watch the movie for the podcast recording tonight. All right, my man. Thanks for coming by. I'm gonna reach out to you after stream, and then we can talk Logi. And yeah, man, you enjoy that movie. What you watching, by the way?
You see.
When a person changes their viewpoint, there's a moment of time that goes unaccounted for in their mind. Hit me up when you're done with the address. Yes, perfect. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. In order to fill that blank, the brain experiences a fictional moment. That's where this phenomenon comes from. The human brain is incredible, right? It can make you feel like time has stopped. Oh, we got it right. Is he really a criminal? He seems like a punk, but maybe he's actually serious about studying.
Nice going.
The Descendants. Okay, The Descendants. Gotcha. Well, it sounds like an interesting film. Hopefully it's better than Secret Society of Second-Born Royals, but, you know, I will find out once I listen to your podcast. Dude, basically. Oh, but my time's already up. I want to hear all your stories when you get back, okay? Have fun. Cruella, Jafar, and some other Disney villains had kids, and it's about them. Disney Channel movie. It's animated, right? I hope it's animated. Yeah, this time tomorrow we're gonna be in Hawaii. I can't wait. No, live action. What? Live action? Oh no! Oh, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to this episode. I can't wait. I can't wait till you finish uploading the new podcast episode because I know you guys are gonna have some words for this movie. It's live action. Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit. I just no. There's no way it can be good. There's no way it can be good. I do not believe it. I refuse to accept that it can be good. Maybe I'm wrong, but I will know once you guys upload that episode. LOL, yup. We'll see how it goes. All right, brother. You take care. I will get in touch with you after stream. All right, man. Take it easy. Oh yeah, this time tomorrow we're gonna be in Hawaii. I can't wait. You you have your time wrong. It's gonna be boring. It should be fun. I'm so pumped. Ryuji, you know you're not leaving until tomorrow night, right? Wait, for real? Enough of the chit chat. You should be concentrating on class. I don't care what I I don't care about that after what I just heard. I'm totally out of motivational work. Sounds like business as usual. Well, time to research sightseeing spots in Hawaii. You got over that pretty damn fast. Oh yeah, are there any famous places in Los Angeles? Hollywood? It has a vibrant art scene as well. I expect the trip will prove quite stimulating. I don't hold a candle to Hawaii's beaches though. There are a multitude of fabulous beaches near Los Angeles as well, you know. Huh? It's close to the ocean? Do you know where LA is? Well, it's the capital of America, so in the middle somewhere? Damn, okay. Hilarious. What about Hawaii? Dunno, some ocean, I guess. You're hopeless. How long are you all gonna keep this up? Come on, can't you guys be more mature about this? Nope. We are so excited. Yo boys, us loves. Hello, hello, good to see you again, man. How you doing? How's that escape from Tarkov going for you? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's see if I can talk to Naruki. It's like, what should I do? Because we're gonna go on the vacation. I'm gonna lose about a week on vacation. So I should probably. I'm not sure Kasumi's gonna be there.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think I can talk to him. Yeah, no, I can't talk to him. Good, good. What about you? Oh, I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing great. I literally am just chilling, trying to ride out COVID, and after stream, I'm probably gonna go get some food. My stomach's feeling a lot better. I screwed it up. I know what I did. I had an energy drink in the morning on Friday, and I shouldn't have done that because I drank like these Mountain Dews, and they're great, right? But they're really rough on my stomach, and you know, I have to treat them like coffee. I bought energy drinks so I can avoid having to drink coffee, but now I see that it makes no difference. But they do taste a lot better than coffee, though, like a lot better. So they're still gonna be my preferred choice over coffee. Probably not the healthiest choice though, but you know. Someone on the rooftop?
Oh.
It's locked. Of course it's locked. I'm not gonna study before I leave. Like, screw that noise. Well, that sucks. Yeah, exactly. I am not happy about that at all. But you know, things could be worse. Things could be worse, for sure. Alright. That's not doing us any favors either. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, I don't need to go there now. I can't go there now. Yeah, it's not gonna work like that. Oh, the Maid Cafe. I completely forgot about that place. So election is over, right? Yes. Election is over, and I am ecstatic with the result. Absolutely ecstatic. And I saw so much outpouring of love and congratulations from the international community, like from just regular people overseas, and it felt really good. It felt really good because for the last 4 years, it's just been a lot of what the hell is America doing? What's going on? And now we're finally, you know, America can finally be great again with Donald Trump out of office. So I'm very pleased with that result. There may be some challenges in the courts from the Trump administration, but 3 lawsuits have already been thrown out. So he's just a really really bad headache that won't go away. But in time he will. Even if the Secret Service has to carry him out of the White House. Yep, that's my reaction exactly. To think that so many Americans were so close to selling the soul of this nation, following this man into just open and blatant fascism is what's really concerning. Like there's a lot of work that we still have to do. You know, those of us on the left side of the spectrum, we've got to pull the Democratic Party to the left. We've got to basically dismantle the Republican Party because the Republican Party is a vehicle for fascism. So any American who does not believe that the United States should be a fascist nation should do everything they can to suppress the Republican Party to the point of irrelevancy. And the only way that happens is if there's a stronger alternative on the other side. Now, of course, this is just optimistic thinking. I do not think that this will realistically happen, but we have to try. We have to try because we almost lost it on Tuesday. We almost lost everything on Tuesday because Trump and the people he had in his cabinet are filth. They're the biggest swamp monsters of the country, and had they had 4 more years to wreak havoc, I don't think the United States would have ever recovered. So I'm very happy about that, and that's why I didn't stream yesterday, because I was following election coverage, and I just had to see how everything was playing out. So I'm happy, and good to hear that after all. I'm glad to hear you say that, Huslev. I'm glad to hear you say that. I knew a lot of people from overseas were kind of like looking at, the United States with concern because America has a lot of power and it matters. Americans have to remember that we're not just voting for our country, but we're voting for the world as well because of the amount of power and influence the United States has. And we can't be selfish in following psychopathic, quote unquote, populist people like Donald Trump. And Trump in and of himself was not an aberration. He was the manifestation of everything the right wing in this country stands for. So if Trump is disgusting, that means that half of the country is also disgusting. And so we have to do what we can about changing hearts and minds. And those who refuse to change their hearts and minds, we have to make it to where their votes and voices are as suppressed as possible. Because we can never let that happen again. What we saw over the last 4 years, we can never let happen again. Or we will lose democracy, for sure. I don't know much about American politics. It's a big market. Eastern Europe is like 50% automotive industry. Yeah, I heard about that. Like, Eastern Europe is pretty much all automobiles. So, like, who are the biggest markets for you guys? Do you sell to a lot of Western European nations? Do you sell to East Asian nations? I'm curious. Like, what's the market for Eastern Europe? Who's that kid? He's amazing. That's the king. Oh, I've heard about him. He's just a little guy, huh? Must still be in grade school. He's dual wielding? Yeah, he's playing 2 opponents all by himself. And it's still too easy for him. Well, I guess that's that. What a monster. The king may have some tips on how to defeat a cheater. I should negotiate with him.
What do you want?
Let's play a game. Nah, sounds like too much work. China for sure. It's ramping up like crazy. Yes. China is a big concern for many of us in the United States. China is a big concern for me as a rival, right? But I feel like China is doing a lot of good by existing, because like you say, um, Chinese demand is giving a huge amount of economic activity to Eastern European nations. Like you say, 50% of the economy in Eastern Europe is going towards the automotive industry, and China is a major customer. So I feel like China is good in that respect, because the U.S. market, we're pretty much dominated with Western and East Asian vehicles. So South Korea, Japan, and all of Europe. Those are the regions where our automotive market, and then of course our own automotive markets as well. GM, Ford, Chevrolet, Tesla. We have our own it is well in the United States, but I don't see Eastern European automakers breaking into the American market. So it is a good thing that you have the Chinese who are like, hey, let's buy these cars from here, because the Chinese automotive industry is still like it's big, but it's rough around the edges. It's rough around the edges. I think the Eastern European market makes a superior product, and that's probably why they're so desirable. And also too, like a lot of Chinese people are rich, like they're making tons of money, and you don't want to buy something domestic. Like, yeah, I would love to own a Tesla. I do drive a Ford, but like my braggadocio car, it wouldn't be an American vehicle. Like you want something foreign, you want something exotic, you want something from overseas. So I feel like the Chinese feel the same way, and they don't want to buy Chinese cars, to flex. They want to buy Eastern European cars. They want to buy Italian cars. They want to buy, German cars. They want to buy something that's not made in the in China. And East Asian cars, they're probably not going to buy because they have beef with East Asian countries. So like Asian countries hate China. China loathes they have their own rivalry. So I feel like it's a huge opportunity for Eastern Europe. And maybe if Eastern Europe becomes a major automotive supplier, they may be able to break into the U.S. market. Because I want something modern and I want something cool, and I'll buy an Eastern European car. Unfortunately, we don't have our company. Okay. So you guys are like involved in the manufacturing pipeline, so you don't have like an actual automotive company. You just make parts for other automotive companies. Okay, that makes sense. So you probably make parts that will end up in Chinese vehicles, because our like with the American automotive market, we import parts from Mexico. We import parts from the Philippines and Japan. I mean, there are factories like Audi, Mercedes, Suzuki, BMW, Bosch, Continental. Oh, okay, so you do have those guys in your countries. Okay, so they do have factories in Eastern Europe. All right. That makes a lot more sense now. Because they're buying those European cars, that's driving up demand for your services in your countries as well. That's pretty cool. Like I feel like China is absolutely necessary. I don't believe that a world without China would be a good one. I just wish that China was a lot more progressive. Like they're a totalitarian, quasi-fascist regime. Like the Communist Party of China is totalitarian. Um, and so we are diametrically opposed to them in every way. And I feel like if they were more progressive, it'd be easier for us to work with them. It'd be easier for East Asian nations to work with them as well. You know, um, but that's how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Um, but hopefully we can kind of work on improving our relationships. Right now, it's a lot of cyber espionage and a lot of back and forth and saber rattling between the United States and China, which doesn't make me feel comfortable. Cause like I like the Chinese culture. I love Chinese food. Um, and I would, like I wanted to visit Hong Kong, and China just like went in and just cracked down so hard on Hong Kong and all the people who live there, and you know, I hope for a future in which China is better politically, but economically, I mean, you can't deny the benefits. Like Eastern Europe is benefiting by leaps and bounds. The United States is benefiting by leaps and bounds as a result of China. Our entire tech industry is dependent on China. Our cell phone and computer industries are dependent on China. Without Chinese factories, um, the costs would be exorbitant. And yeah, like we need China. We do. And they need us. They need Eastern Europe. They need America. They need everyone to continue to buy their products. So we're in a symbiotic relationship. I think that we're not doing enough to pressure the Chinese to be better. You know. And I hate to sound like an arrogant imperialist here, but you know, you, when you see what's happening to like the Uyghur Muslims in the country, um, it's definitely cause for concern. Now, the Chinese have made counter arguments against the United States, which are completely valid. The way that we treat African Americans in America, the way that we treat illegal immigrants in America, the way that we treat the Hispanics in America. This is all happening in a democratic society, and so we can't say to the Chinese, "Oh, you should do better," when we are literally doing what they're doing, in our own country. But as history shows us, when you have nations that are that ideologically different, wars break out, and that's what concerns me. I feel like a war between the United States and China is possible, extremely unlikely, but possible, just because of those differences. Democracies don't go to war with each other, okay? But democracies will go to war with autocracies, and they will go to war with other governmental systems. Asian countries are so different culturally, it's hard sometimes to get to a common point. That is very true. That is very true. They do have a completely different standard of just seeing the world, and I find their perspective to be so fresh and interesting because they are so different. So there's a common theme, and you see it even in this game. You see it even in Persona. The the East Asian idea of civilization. They place a very high emphasis on conformity, which is a very different view than Western societies. Western societies place a premium on individuality. Eastern societies place a premium on conformity, right? That's not to say that you're not allowed to be an individual, but the way that the societies are structured is very hierarchical and it's very rigid. And so in Asian societies, your brand or your reputation, your familial representation precedes you. And everything that you do is basically bringing glory or dishonor to your family name. Now, Western elites live the same way. If you're an elite, there are certain expectations that you have that a regular Joe Schmo does not. Even in the United States, there's a certain attitude that you have to have as a member of the upper class in the United States, as opposed to someone who isn't a member of that group. And they have similarities with Asian societies. But with that being said, there are plenty of Asian societies that are democracies. Again, Japan and South Korea come to mind, and we are allied. The United States is allied with those two nations, and their cultures have permeated the American fabric so much so. I mean, I grew up on Japanese culture. I grew up watching anime. I grew up playing JRPGs. I grew up with PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like, Japanese culture is such a big part of my own life. Um, as an American. And South Korea is like the new thing, the K-pop craze, and just the explosion of South Korean culture and its relevance. Which I used to do Taekwondo as a kid, so I got an introduction in the South Korean culture as well. So the Japanese and South Korean cultures had a big influence on me growing up, and China can definitely be that too. But China doesn't trust us, and they shouldn't. I mean, the United States has gone into every potential rival and completely dismantled it, so I don't blame the Chinese for being skeptical. But their caution can be interpreted as hostility, and in many cases has been hostile. And I feel, to your point, I feel that that difference is what's making it so difficult for us to get to a common point, because the United States wants to remain the leader of the world, basically, and the Chinese wants to be the leader of the Asian world. The China wants to be the hegemonic power in Asia, which is going to spread into Eastern Europe, which is going to spread, even further beyond that. So, they understand that consolidation of power is important for them, and that's why we're clashing, because they're kind of beating us at our own game right now. And Donald Trump, having taken the steps he did to contain China, were steps that I agreed with, but I fear that we're going to treat the status quo, or the relationship we had with China prior to Donald Trump, as being desirable, which I don't think that is either. I think there can be a balance that we strike. What about India? I heard somewhere that's going to be the new Silicon Valley. So India, I'm glad you brought up India. India is a very interesting case, because India is a democracy, but India also has 1.4 billion people in it. So India has an overpopulation problem. India has a resource problem. India has a economic problem as a result of there being so many people, so many mouths to feed, etc. But India, because of its relationship with the American tech industry, has made leaps and bounds insofar as developing new technologies and gaining new capital investment in those technologies. Now the difficulty is that India has some long-standing cultural issues that it has to address before I feel that it can be truly competitive. Indian programmers are very knowledgeable. The CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, is Indian. The developer of IBM's like a new microchip architecture is an Indian. So Indians have been historically, even going back into ancient history, have always been on like the bleeding edge of science and innovation. And when I talk about the cultural issues in India, India has a big problem with misogyny. It has a big problem with sexual equality for women. You know, and it's a culture that's still very much chauvinistic. It's a culture that still allows, to a great extent, just open, sexual harassment and things like that. And the United States is no different. I mean, we had the Me Too movement here, and we're making strides to make that better. But Silicon Valley in the United States is still very much white, still very much male, still very much chauvinistic, and still very much a part of that old culture. But we see it as a problem in the United States. It is not seen as a problem in India. And I feel like until India addresses those more systemic problems in just how its culture deals with the world, it's not going to be able to compete with China, because China also has a Silicon Valley. If you look up Shenzhen, Shenzhen, China, that entire city is devoted to China's research and development and technology, artificial intelligence, drone engineering, like that. They're doing that in Shenzhen, and a lot of Western firms, Russian firms, New Zealand firms, they are in Shenzhen. A lot of these startups are in Shenzhen, looking for engineers, looking for technology, creating patents, because the legal hurdles and the capital hurdles are a lot smaller. So these startups can go to Shenzhen. The Chinese government supports them. Now, yes, you have to give up all your blueprints to the Chinese government. That's the deal. If you come to do business in China, you have to give the Communist Party everything. Um, so it's only a matter of time before state-owned firms get your tech. But for a lot of startups, that's still better than nothing at all. You know, so I feel that India has to address those issues, because China's Shenzhen is on par with the American Silicon Valley. Now I would still say that the American Silicon Valley is still ahead, because we have just we've done it. Like, we have the infrastructure, we have the people, we have the schools. The way that Silicon Valley is built, it is built to foster technological development. And we have a blossoming tech center in Texas, a growing tech community in Texas. We have a growing tech community in Kentucky, Louisville. We have a growing tech sector in Virginia, but there's a lot of DoD stuff that happens in Virginia, so you don't hear about that as much. But yeah, India's gotta like rein that shit in. They gotta rein that shit in. They've gotta lay down the infrastructure, like you said. As you said, I thought infrastructure is the main issue. Of course, security is the key to stability. Yeah, absolutely. Infrastructure in terms of structural engineering is important. And I would qualify that by saying that you could say cultural norms as a part of your infrastructure, even though that's not what we call infrastructure. Infrastructure is roads, infrastructure is power grid, which is also extremely important. You can have all the knowledge in the world, if you don't have the power to run your laboratories, you're shit out of luck. So no, you're absolutely right, Huslevs. Infrastructure is the main issue. It is the main issue. Um, that doesn't change. If your infrastructure is bad, I don't care how progressive you are culturally speaking, it's not happening. You're not going to get done what you need done. The United States has the infrastructure. The West Coast has the infrastructure. And so, surprise, surprise, you're able to do all this cool stuff. If you look at the Samsung complex in South Korea, that entire campus is built around the employees and built around research and development. And you wonder why the Galaxy S20s are so good. It's because they have the infrastructure, and they have a culture supporting that infrastructure that allows for technological growth and innovation. So China's got to get to that point. I mean, not China, India. India's got to get to that point. But why can't they get to that point? Because they're a democracy, and that's the problem with democracies. Democracies require consensus, and if half of your politicians are idiots, you're not going to make progress as quickly as China can. China's an autocratic dictatorship, pretty much. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and they can move quickly. And President Xi Jinping is the leader of the Communist Party, and if he's like, hey, we need to invest more in tech, and the Chinese tech firms are like, okay, we need A, B, C, and D, Jinping's like, okay, here's A, B, C, and D. Done. Whereas in a democracy, you have to vote for it. You have to draft a bill. You have to bring it up. It has to be constitutionally reviewed. Democracies are much slower than autocracies, and that's what makes China so dangerous, because China doesn't have the red tape that's slowing it down. There's no laws that China needs to really worry about. They have laws, but they can break those laws. Who's going to say anything to them? It's like, you can't do that. That's against the law. Well, now it's not against the law because I said so. Dream Hunter, hello. Good to see you, my man. How's your face? How's your face doing? I'm doing decent, still healing from my wisdom teeth extraction, been eating yogurt and rice soup. Yeah, that's literally all you can do, bro. That's literally all you can do. Yeah, yogurt and rice soup, that's delicious. The good eats. I still got the chubby cheeks look going on. Yeah, dude, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. The chubby cheeks have made you look 10 years younger now, you know? People are gonna be like, "What are you, 16?" It's like, no, I'm just swollen. Oh man, Natalia crying cat. Yeah. Oh yeah, I still remember that lingerie on photo shoot. That made an impression on me. That was hot, like 12 out of 10 hot. Very nice, very nice. People do say I definitely waited late in my life to get them distracted. You did wait late. Because most people get them extracted around 18, 19. That's another reason why I went, because that's when your wisdom teeth starts coming in. So I'm like, hey, let me go talk to the dentist and see if I can do that. And yeah, turns out they were like, no, leave him alone. There's room for him. They're growing nicely, so we're not gonna take him out. And I'm like, well, fuck, okay. Yeah, let's follow this IG cosplayer Twitch streamer Natalia Cat if you want to see some on. True, dude. You want to check out what she's got going on. You know, she's got a lot going on. Polish girl. So not too far from your border. Because you said you're Hungarian, right? Was that the country you said you're from? Nah, sounds like too much work. Don't take it personal. I'll turn everyone down later. There's an annoying player. There's an invincible player. Invincible, huh? You mean that guy who cheats, right? It really makes me mad when he does
I
that.
don't care.
But I can still beat him, so I just don't really care. Just forget about him. He's bothering someone. I won't let bad guys win. He's bothering someone.
Uh-huh.
You sound like the Phantom Thieves. Saying you want to beat the cheater? You seem like a nice guy, but just let it go. Right. Okay. Yeah, so definitely like not too far from where you are. I've got to remember my my geography actually. Yeah, so not like a direct neighbor, like you have to get across Slovakia, but yeah. Of course you know where Poland is. I have to look it up on the map because I'm an idiot. But yeah. And again, I really do want to visit Eastern Europe. Like I've seen so many beautiful pictures. Especially Hungary though. Like Budapest is just a treasure, I've heard. And then there is where is wait, it's not the Czech Republic anymore? It's Czechia? That is interesting. When did they change their name? I've always, because at first it was Czechoslovakia, then it became the Czech Republic, and now it's Czechia. Are they still a republic? That's the real question. Are they still a republic? Yeah, it's okay. My geography is garbo, lol. Eastern Europe is like that. I am also an idiot. We have some beauties here. Yes, you do. You have beautiful land and beautiful women. Like Hungarian women are like top tier. Eastern European women in general. I've told Dream Hunter this, but like that they are a continued weakness of mine. If I see a girl in the United States, a white girl that's like exceptionally beautiful, I always find out that she's like Eastern European or she has like Eastern European blood in her, something like that. Um, yeah, they're hot. They're hot. You didn't lie about that. You guys are good looking people. Okay, you guys are good looking people. All right, you Hungarians, you guys are hot. Um, yes, in Slovakia. Yes, yes, definitely Slovakia. Waifu is a global phenomenon. They need sugar daddies though. True, true. They do need sugar daddies. Yes. I saw a couple of 90 Day Fiance episodes, and yeah, no, you're not kidding. They do need sugar daddies. I ain't rich neither, so no Hungarian women for me. True, true. I mean, you can do like the papers route. You know, there's a lot of women in those countries that are looking to marry American men so they can get citizenship. Which is literally what the show's about. 90 Day Fiance. It's about people overseas wanting to become U.S. citizens so they marry an American. Because that's the loophole. That's the shortcut through the State Department. Um, but yeah, like I would, I would go if I were rich, for sure. I would go if I were rich, and I would find some who need sugar daddies because I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind being a sugar daddy of some of those women. Like they're so hot. I just got to be honest. Like that's and Russian girls too. Let's not sleep on Mother Russia. They have some very, very attractive women there too. I remember there was a spy that they found like 10 years ago. Anna Chapman was her name, and she was like this Russian redhead. And the media completely forgot that she was a spy for Putin. Like they completely forgot that she was a Russian spy because they were like talking about how hot she was. They're like, look at her, like she's so pretty, you know. And we're like, wait, but isn't she like a spy for the FSB? And they're like, well, yeah, she is, but she's hot. It's like, well, okay, well, yeah, I guess that's it. It's okay. And it kind of funny because like you look at the Avengers character, Black Widow, and she's like Russian and a super spy. And I'm looking at Anna Chapman, and she's Russian and red hair and a super spy. So maybe Putin did that as a joke. Those Americans, they love redheaded Russians. Um, but I heard he's stepping down next year due to health concerns. So I don't know who's gonna run Russia. I don't know if anyone can run Russia. So hopefully you guys in Eastern Europe don't deal with a headache. But maybe that might be better for you. I don't know, because Russia's been kind of throwing its weight around a little bit in Eastern Europe. So like China is doing to the East Asian nations what Russia has always done to Eastern Europe. So maybe that's good news for you guys. I would hope. Are you a fan too? Have you ever met them? They came to my school. Oh yeah, you mean at Shujin Academy? Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But teaching you how to play Gunabout won't be easy, and I won't get anything out of it. Let's make a deal.
Oh.
Geez, you're really persistent. I'm just a grade schooler. How about this? I want to get to know the Phantom Thieves. It's probably impossible. But you can help me do that, and I'll teach you how to play. But what do you say? It's a deal? Let's do it.
Huh?
Whoa, seriously? Well, if you really want to that much, then
Phew.
I thought for sure you were just gonna give up. Wow, I didn't see this coming. But the Phantom Thieves hide their true identities, right? Are you sure I can get to know them? What's your name? Huh? You gonna tell them my name? My name's Shinya Oda.
Hey.
Tell the Phantom Thieves my name and have them post it somewhere only they'd be able to access. That'll be good enough as an autograph and proof they know my name. He doesn't know. El no sabe. Oh, whoa. Proof that you really know the Phantom Thieves, huh? We need something credible for this kid to believe us. Didn't Futaba say she hacked into a Gunabout server or something? Let's discuss this with Futaba. She might have a good idea. Yup, easy clap. I really like Scandinavian women, but the cultural differences are crazy. LOL. Yeah. Okay. So Scandinavian women are the most desired women in the entire world because the world, thanks to Western imperialism and to American imperialism, has a Eurocentric Western standard of beauty. And on that hierarchy, okay, blonde and thin is like the hottest, right? That's like the hottest, most attractive type of person. So, Scandinavian women who are tall and blonde most of the time are the most desired because of that. Now, taking politics out of it, they're still super hot. Like Scandinavian women are smoking. There's this girl I follow on Twitch. She's Swedish. Her name is Melina, and she is just gorgeous. All right, and she doesn't even wear makeup because she doesn't have to. Like she's you don't know about Scandinavian women, Dream Hunter? Like you love blondes. I thought you knew this. I'm a bad friend. I'm a bad friend. You should have known this. Yeah, no, Tiger Woods' wife was a Scandinavian as well, and super super hot. Like the best blondes in the world, you'll find in Scandinavia. Like if you're into blondes, that's where you need to be. Melina does not look Swedish. Interesting, interesting. So would you say she looks less beautiful than the average Swedish girl or more beautiful than the average Swedish girl? I don't know the difference between a lot of women, LOL. Yeah, like you really have to like pay attention. You really have to like pay attention to these nuances because they're like, for example, a Scandinavian person, you can kind of tell them apart because they have Viking features, right? And then Western Europeans, they have like a certain look to them. So like a person from the UK, you can kind of tell. Like British people have a look to them. You know, you can pretty much tell a British person before they even speak. Um, and French people have a look to them. And then of course when you start getting into like African, Arab, like those, you know, they're easier to tell apart. Um, but if you were to ask me what's the difference between, you know, a Sudanese person and an Ethiopian person, I probably couldn't tell the difference. I probably couldn't tell the difference, you know. But people who live in those regions probably can. But because I live in the West, my white person IQ is very high because I'm a minority in the West. So it's easier for me to tell different European peoples apart because I'm exposed to them on a daily basis as opposed to people from other parts of the world. Um, like, you can tell the difference between the North Korean and the South Korean, for example, because of the differences in nutrition. So South Koreans are going to be taller, they're going to be fuller than a North Korean would. North Koreans are stunted because they don't have good nutrition because they live under a psychotic dictatorship. So yeah, like there's certain, you know, obvious differences. You can tell Eastern Europeans from Western Europeans because Eastern Europeans, in my opinion, are just better looking. But that's because a lot of them have Asian blood in them, right? Eurasia, Russia, Eurasia. So Russian people have that mix, and then it's fascinating. It's fascinating just to see like all of the different groups and how they meld genetically. It's fascinating. Melina does not look Swedish. I don't know the difference between a lot of women, LOL, because my Asian IQ is higher. Yes, 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 absolutely. It is true though. I don't spend time seeing other nationalities of women. Melina's not my type, I would say. Ah, okay, okay. So she's just not for you. That's totally fine. Yeah, beauty is totally different. It's totally a different standard. And I guess it's because she looks so unique that she's like the hottest thing for me. Um, but for you, you like the, I guess, archetypical Swedish woman. And yeah, like I've seen other Swedish women as well. Like if you Google Swedish women, you can get eyeful. And then there's like Swiss women, but Swiss women are pretty much German. So like I don't know if they count as like something different. But you know, I've seen more than a few attractive Swiss women that I find out are like Germanic anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. Sweet women. Someone felt no nut November. Mission failed. We'll get them next time. Okay, get a map. True, true. Like you need to just get a map and just start carving out regions. And it's like, okay, this is my personal hit list. And then you just start going down. You just start going down the list. So like, I'm big on Polish girls. All right, so girls from Poland, hot, super hot. Scandinavia, hot, super hot. Um, France, also hot. North Africa, hot. Colombia, South America, Brazil, hot. Um, like the islands, Barbados, Trinidad, hot. Japan, obviously. Um, and so those are just the big regions. I don't count America because we're like a melting pot. Like literally everyone in the world is in the United States. So like if you say I like American women, you've said nothing. You've said literally nothing. You've said nothing at all. That means absolutely nothing. Oh, you like American women? Okay, well all of the women in the world are in America, so that's super fucking specific, bro. LOL, I'll never participate in that nonsense. Well, it sounds like you looking for a vag, not a true. A cis women only. All right, cis women only. Cis women only. Um, that's my personal preference. If you are into transgender women, go knock yourself out. I am not judging you or them. Like that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Um, but I prefer cis women. All right, that's what I want. It's my personal preference. It's like the aesthetics. Like there are there are trans women that I've seen that are like hot. All right, that are like better than a lot of cis women I've seen. But as like who I would actually date, it'd be a cis woman. That's just my personal preference. But it's not for lack of attraction. It's just a preference. Should we check out this place? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Hmm.
The atmosphere in here is kind of cute in a cloying kind of way. Cloying way.
Welcome home.
Oh, welcome home, Master. I'm Clara, your clumsy maid.
My goodness.
This your first time here? Embarrassingly so. Yes, embarrassingly so. That's how everyone feels their first time. This is your home, so please relax. Oopsies, I almost forgot how to inform my first time visitor. How clumsy of me. We offer stamp cards here. If you collect 20 stamps, you can get a special item from us. If you get 1 stamp per 1,000 yen spent. It would make me so happy if you collect a lot of them. So, what will your order be? Comes with free ketchup art. Maybe too much for a clumsy maid. Topped with whipped cream at the table. Might be hard for a clumsy maid. Tea steeped with care. Even a clumsy maid can make this easily. Coffee brewed with love. Even a clumsy maid can make this super easily. Let's just go for it. Let's go. Hello. Hey, Ayubaba. Ayubaba2502. How you doing? So, is that a play on Alibaba? I have to ask that question. Because if it is, it's clever. If it's not, I'm curious about the name. It's like, I like the name. You know what? We could just work our way up the list. Let her build her confidence, you know?
Absolutely.
It's not like I don't need the caffeine. This is pretty overwhelming. All the pink hurts my eyes.
Here you go.
No, it's my childhood nickname. Oh, that's cool. Ayubaba. That's dope. I like that name. I like it. Good, thanks. Ayubaba. Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue so easily. It's great. My actual name is Ayan Babar. Ah, got you, got you. Is that is that an Arabic name? I'm trying to like search my memory banks here. I'm always interested in meeting people. Like Huslevs is from Hungary. Dream Hunter and I are Americans. We're just regular, boring Americans. Nothing special about us. Nice. I never really grew up with a nickname. Yeah, my nicknames are always variants of my names, like um, JJ and Jammy were like the two. Really, only Rich called me Jammy. Everyone else either just called me Jamal or they called me JJ. Ayan is an Arabic name, yes, but I'm from Pakistan myself. Ah, okay, okay. So, I that means my social studies classes were not a waste then. But that's cool. That's cool. So we have someone from Pakistan, we have someone from Hungary, and then two Americans. That's great. That's great. And we have another regular of the stream, and he's actually from the UK. So, and again, that's like one thing that I love about Twitch, and one thing that I love about JRPGs, because everyone loves Japanese culture. Everyone loves JRPGs. I don't care who you are or where you're from. Okay, weebs are global. You live in the UK. That's cool, dude. All right, so you're the second guy. You're the second guy from the UK. Yo, that's cool. That's cool. If you're interested though, if you're interested, no pressure at all. But we do have a Discord. Um, where we kind of, when we're not streaming, and I say we because we're kind of like a quasi streaming community. I stream, Dream Hunter streams, and then Mr. Drakel, he started streaming. Draquel, started streaming, and but again, it's not a community for streamers. It's just a community for friends, people to hang out and chat. And I'm always interested in meeting people from different places, different cultures, kind of get their idea and take on things. So you're living in the UK, you're from Pakistan. That's going to give you a different perspective than someone who lives in the UK and is from India, for example, or from South Korea or what have you. So I would certainly love you to join the community. Again, no pressure at all. But I'm just interested. Calm your tits. I already joined. Oh, great, great. I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome to the club. Oh, did Jack ever fix his VR issue? I don't think he ever got back to us about that. I don't think he did. Um, and I wish I could help him. I really do. But VR is just such a complicated, you know. Yeah, yeah, no. One thing you'll learn is that I'm incredibly long-winded. It's one of my devices, so to speak. LOL, tits calm. Yeah, yeah, I just had to give them a massage, Calm the titties. Calm the tatas. Yeah, speaking of tatas, I'm like looking at political commentary, and this one chick's like, yeah, I'm so glad that Joe Biden won, so now I can go back to nursing my H cups. And I'm like, wait, what? And then I go to her profile, and yeah, no, she wasn't kidding. She has massive H cups. So I don't know if she could ever calm those tits. And many of us are lewd. Might just be me. Is this blind? Is this blind? Um, I think it's. I'm gonna assume what you mean by blind is this a blind playthrough? Yes. Yes, this is. I have played Persona 5 Vanilla before, but I have not played this one. This is literally my first playthrough. My first time in the Maid Cafe. I don't even remember if the Maid Cafe was in a Persona 5 original, but I'm here and I'm hanging out with Clara, the clumsy maid. It's 8-bit Amethyst first playthrough Persona 5 Royal, but he's played 5 before. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
No!
Hold on, you ordered coffee, didn't you?
Oh, sorry about that.
That's right. I'm sorry. I'm such a klutz. But I made it with all my love. Is this not okay, Master? Go fix it. Oh, it's fine. Yay, thank you. I'm so glad you're such a kind master.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going too easy on her, but I guess you learn how to be tolerant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look, customer service ain't easy, alright? I mean, I could go full Karen and be like, I want what I ordered that! But I mean, a tea's fine. It's not as much caffeine as a coffee, but it's fine. I don't remember it either. Oh good, I have over 300 hours on this game and no, I don't got a life, dumbass. So I maybe start backseating. Oh, it's cool, dude. It's cool, dude. Yeah, as long as you don't spoil the game, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm always willing to hear, like certain strategies or things that you've employed and compare them with my own. Now, I tell everyone in my stream, I reserve the right to make all of the bad decisions I choose. I kind of feel like that's part of the fun. Because otherwise, I would just play with a strategy guide open to me and just play the game optimal. Because there's people like yourself who are a lot better at this game than I am because you've got 300 hours into it. So, like, some bad mistakes I want to make for the content and for the lulz. But yeah, feel free to chime in and say, well, hey, I did this, I did that, or I went with this build. Totally cool. Either way, I think you'll learn how to get people to like you. Yeah, I'm working. I'm working on that, Morgana. I am working on that. Charm is level 4.
Oh, sorry about
If you want to be a dumbass, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from. That's how we Americans do. Okay, that's how we Americans do it. We do stupid shit and we treat it like it's the smartest decision in the world, and we actually did that for 4 years. So feels good, man. I never said I was good at the game, just played it a lot. True. That is true. You never said you were good at it, you just played it a lot. That's like me with Civilization. It's like I love Civilization. I put in so much time in Civilization, but I can't beat the game on deity. I'm not that good, bro. I just love the game. But did you die? Exactly. It was a dumbass decision, but we're still alive. We made it. But it's really nice having as kind of a master as you. Since this is your first visit, I'll give you a stamp card.
Let's see.
Every Saturday is our May Day, where you can get 4 additional stamps. Alright. Hold up. I gotta add this to my notes real quick. Yes, I do have notes for Persona. Because Persona is a game that's like a baklava, and it has so many layers. And honey. Where is it? Where are my notes? Okay, found it. Maid cafe, more. Oh shit, I already have that in my notes. I'm such a. But anyway, just to show you what I'm working with. Those are my notes. And this is how I keep track of shit in this game. And I have another page of notes, but I don't reference those as much because I don't really need them. But yeah, that's what I'm working with. Man, in general, like that. Getting away with the dumbest solutions. Exactly. I love that you use KEKW because I'm a KEKW user too, Huslevs. So, big ups on that. Yeah, I'm a big KEKW guy. Damn, you making this a professional run, LOL. Yeah, bro, like, I have to. Like, I don't want... Because, like, the worst thing I did was I just beat Persona 5 and I took no notes whatsoever. And I left it, and I had people ask me, "Oh, you play Persona 5, or what about this? What about that?" And I'm like, I don't know. So now I make notes, so I can at least have something to tell people, even if it's just like when to go to certain places and whatnot. But yeah, I have a spreadsheet for this game, and I think the only other game I made a spreadsheet for. Well, it wasn't even a spreadsheet. I just did an equation to see if gravity worked properly in that game. I was playing Just Cause 2, and I wanted to see if gravity worked properly. So I got in the helicopter. I flew to an altitude that I wanted to jump at, and then I calculated the rate of descension, which is 9.8 meters per second squared, and I got a time, like how long it would take for me to hit the ground, and then I jumped out of the helicopter and I timed myself, and the times lined up. So I'm like, okay, yeah, they did gravity right. Um, but every other game I still play like an idiot and I don't take any notes. Have you ever played any other Persona games? No, this is actually the first Persona game I've ever played. Funny thing is, Planet Popstar, Rich, another one of my mods, he bought me the original Persona 5 for my birthday. He had asked me about Persona. I said I heard of the franchise, I never played it, and so he's like, hey, you want Persona 5 for your birthday? I'm like, sure, yeah, like it's a really popular game. A lot of like Persona fans are real fans. They really love this game. So I'm like, all right, let me try it out. And I fell in love with it. I felt like by the time I beat the game, it could have been 20 hours shorter and I would still be happy. Like once I got to about 70 hours, it felt a bit long, but it didn't overstay its welcome. It didn't overstay its welcome. And it was one of the best JRPGs I've ever played. And this game just basically takes everything about Persona 5 and makes it better. So, thanks for the follow, Ayubaba. Thank you, thank you. um, custom widgets are on the way. It's something that I haven't really invested my time and effort into because I want to get emotes for the Discord. So that's like what I'm working on behind the scenes. I actually had commissioned an artist to make us some emotes. So it's gonna take her time to get around to doing that, but there will be emotes for our own server in Discord. And maybe if I ever become partnered, you will see those Discords. You'll see those emotes on the stream. High IQ individual here. Oh, thank you, Ayubaba. I try to be five head when possible because I do a lot of stupid shit in between the times. So like when I do have an opportunity to be high IQ, I make sure I hit that so I have some buffer. Because the dumb is coming. The dumb is coming. And when it does, I want some cushion to fall back on so people don't just write me off. Today you get one, leaving you with a total of 1 stamp. See, that bothers me. I know this is translated, but that bothers me. You have a total of 1 stamps. No, it's 1 stamp. But we're translating this, so I'm not gonna split hairs.
Take care.
Have an amazing rest of your day, Master. I'll be waiting patiently for your next visit. She's sweet. I like her. I also need to get some emails as well. Discord allows for 50. Hell yeah, brother. Filling things up. like every other community that I joined, they literally have all of their emotes filled up. Like they have like a ton of emotes, and I'm like, yeah, damn, that's a lot. It's because you get more stamps for how much money you use. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. And my goal is to work my way up to like 5,000 so I can unlock more hilarious dialogue. I just kind of want to see everything. But she's not a confidant, so there's really no reason in teasing it out, but I just want to. We will be parting ways tomorrow. I pray both trips go safely. Thank you. You take care of yourself, Yusuke. And Futaba will be relying on you for the analysis. Leave it to me. Just let us know if anything comes up, okay? Okay. And off we go. Look after Morgana for us. Have a nice trip. You guys are still talking about that trip? Why wouldn't we be talking about that trip, Morgana? It's literally the biggest trip we've gone on in our lives. This is the first time we've ever left the country, okay? Like, a little support, a little, you know, hey, I'm happy for you would be nice. But look, Morgana's just coping because he's going to miss us, and so he's not happy about us leaving.
No.
You can even make infiltration tools by yourself now. It's nothing. Just go to sleep. Okay. So that's important. He feels like he's not needed anymore because we have Futaba. And he's going through a bit of an identity crisis. He's like, what's my role in this group if no one really needs me for anything? Well, You do wind attacks. You can turn into a car. And you can do spam heals. So regardless of what we do, you will always be a valuable member of the team. Because we need that. One stamp for every 1,000 yen. Not quite translating, it's more of a programming thing. They didn't code for the case in which you only get one stamp. True, true. That actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. When I'm about to go bitch mode, yes. For sure, for sure. Oh yeah, many people feel that way though. When their usefulness has expired, they start getting the downs. Yeah. You know, a lot of people need to feel needed. I think that's very much a human need. It's how we find belonging in a community, you know. Even within social groups, everyone has their role. Like you have the funny friend, you have the smart friend, you have the hot friend, and then you have like the dorky friend that like does all of the random shit. And so every social group has like that dynamic. I've noticed just in my own personal anecdotal observation. You're taking off, huh?
Don't go cutting loose just because I'm not there to keep an eye on you.
True, true.
I'll look after Futaba and the cat while you're gone. You owe me one.
I do. I owe you too, actually, because you let me live in this attic. But I'm gonna follow your example, and when I get to Hawaii, it's gonna be weapons free. We're going after all the baddies, okay? We are literally gonna paint Hawaii red. Mona doesn't realize he's my secondary, so it's a comedic relief when I meant to laugh at Ryuji isn't around. True, true. Yeah, I am the dumb one, I guess. Slaps. No, no, no. You're not dumb at all. I mean, if you're the dumb one in your group, then your friends must be like fucking geniuses, okay? Because I'm sitting here having conversations with Huslevs about macroeconomics. Okay, we're talking about trade, trade deficits and shit, and we're talking about civil engineering and economic development. Like if you're still the dumb one in your group able to have those conversations, like your friends must be fucking professors or fucking executives, dude. Like you've got a good circle of friends. And that's an important thing to touch on because you never want to be the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, that means you've outgrown the room and you need to find a new room to be in. That's how you continue to grow. So if you're the dumb one in your friend group, then those are good friends. You should stay with those friends. I'm the one that gets bullied most. Oh no. Yeah, no. Bullies. My experience with bullies have been rather extensive. But it's just a matter of assertion. Like, American bullies, you have to knock the fuck out. I don't know how UK bullies are, but American bullies, you literally have to slap the shit out of them. You do it once, they'll leave you alone, even if they're bigger than you. Because the thing is, they have their own insecurities and they're acting out those insecurities. And if you are an easy target, they're gonna continue to mess with you. Now there are some bullies that you do just let mess with you, like if they're part of a gang or they carry a knife or something. If they're just shoving you around, great. Pray that it doesn't escalate beyond that. But if they're just some punk, like just slap the shit out. You just walk up to them one day and say, hey, you know what? That's it. That's the last time. Next time you talk shit, that's it. That's it. You're getting hit. And then see what they do. If they get in your face, then hey, you've already committed. You know what you got to do. You know, you got to defend yourself at that point. He stepped to you. Okay, you didn't step to him. He stepped to you. But yeah, it's a matter of assertion. Like there's kids that bullied me in the past that I ended up becoming friends with because it's just a matter of, you know, asserting yourself. Like, no, I'm not going to be the one that you do that to. You can do that to someone else. You're not going to do that to me. And if all else fails, if the person is bigger than you and you get beat up, kids will still respect you because you stood up for yourself. Like, no one can blame you for standing up for yourself. Like, most people don't stand up for themselves. So you still get points even if you get your ass kicked. Like, you still stood up for yourself and told the bully like, hey, fuck off, all right? Econ. This stream just full of high IQ individuals, bar me. LOL. You're too kind. You're too kind, Ayubaba. You're too kind. No, man, we're idiots. We just have different specializations. Like, in certain roles, like I look like the best thing since sliced bread, but you put me in others, I'm completely lost. Like, there's Chads out there who like are high IQ when it comes to women. I am low IQ when it comes to women. I'm pretty fucking dense. Okay. There's like this meme with Joker and Kasumi in it, and Kasumi is like literally stretching her leg like in front of him, like basically saying, "Hey, I want you to get inside my guts," and he's just still staring at her like, "What is this?" And the caption says, um, "When when you're so dense, you don't know that she's into you." Like, yeah, I'm that meme. I felt called out. You posted a meme about Bob Ross painting tutorial, right? That sums my life. Yeah, Bob Ross, man, that's a hero right there. Because everyone needs to friend. Yeah, I'm a math man. I'm probably just inexperienced. Being 15 has disadvantages. Yeah, dude, you're young, and like when I was 15, I can tell you that, at 15, I didn't deal with as much bullying. I mean, I still like stuck to myself and all of that, but I spent a lot of time in like honors classes and AP, so I didn't really get bullied like that. But even when I was around like the regular kids, like I had a sense of humor. I could tell jokes. I can kind of will and deal a bit. So like, high school was better. High school was better. Middle school was when I dealt with the most bullying. But yeah, like at 15, you're definitely inexperienced. Um, but the good thing about bullies, and this is something that people don't preach, but I'm gonna tell you, is that bullies prepare you for the real world. In the real world, there are opportunists who will look for any point of weakness in you, and they will exploit you. Narcissists are like this. It's like you may meet a hot chick, she's bad as hell, and she's a narcissist, and she's gonna like literally suck you dry in the way that you don't want to be sucked dry. And you need to be able to recognize that. You need to be able to recognize that, and you need to be able to assert yourself and say, hey, this doesn't make me feel comfortable, or I don't like when you do this, or this makes me feel bad. Like, you have to speak up for yourself. Because if you don't, people are going to keep using you. And bullies are a nice introduction into that world, because that's how bullies are. If you're an easy target, they're going to keep fucking with you. And the lesson that you get from bullies is if you don't assert yourself, they're going to keep fucking with you. And when you get out into the real world, if you don't assert yourself, people are going to use you. People are going to run over you. People are going to mistreat you. They just are. You have to let people know where your standards are and where your lines are. And that just comes with age, and that comes with experience. And a lot of people who end up, all like confused and upset after something that had already fallen apart. When you look at the steps that they took that got them to that place, you found that they asserted themselves very little. Now, of course, the flip side is that you can assert yourself too much. You don't want to become a narcissist yourself. You don't want to become an asshole yourself. It's like, this is how it is, and it's got to go my way, or no deal. Like, no one wants to work with that either. Like, if you're someone that's a disagreeable, asshole, then no one's going to want to deal with you either. So there's a balance. Be assertive, be respectful. Treat the other person like a human being. Treat that other person the way that you would want to be treated, and you can't go wrong. And there's going to be people that you meet that are going to try to use you and run over you, and you need to be able to recognize that as well and nip it in the bud. Do those two things, the rest of your teens will go beautifully. Your 20s will go beautifully. Because like that's literally the biggest struggle for young people is finding that center, finding that self-identity, and then carrying that out into the world. Very important. 8-Bit Amethyst is the politics and philosophy buff. Thank you, Dream Hunter. Thank you, Dream. I try. Yeah, I follow politics and philosophy pages on Facebook, so it keeps me sharp. I think if you recognize your strengths, that's what you need to practice. It's just like a video game, every character, very few people are like Joker. Very few people are like Joker, the jack of all trades who can literally step into any role and do it exceedingly well. I aspire to be like Joker, because being able to just deal with any situation in life, that's just, you've made it, you've mastered it. But most people are not like that, and if you're not like that, great. That means you're normal. So you find your specialties, you find your strengths and weaknesses, and you build yourself up around that. If you're someone that's really smart, but you don't really have a sense of humor, find you a friend that has a sense of humor, but that's not so smart. And then you guys kind of, balance each other's weaknesses. And so going back to Morgana's issue, I mean, he wants to feel needed. He wants to feel like he's contributing to the team. And he does, but he doesn't see the way that he contributes to the team because he used to be the guy and now he's no longer the guy because Queen and Alibaba have like replaced him in that sense. So he's kind of feeling down. He's like, damn, like I don't really belong anymore. I'm kind of like a background character where I used to be in the limelight. And that's painful too. That sucks too. you know. Yeah, I'm hella dense myself. I was the quiet guy in school, just off to myself. Come with me to psychology and literature analysis. And Amethyst and I are both psych majors. Yes, yes. We both got our bachelors of arts in psychology. University of South Florida, go Bulls. But Dream Hunter also has a bachelor's in mathematics. I just got the bachelor's in psychology, and then I got an associate's in paralegal studies. And now I'm studying cybersecurity. So I'm kind of like dipping my toe in different waters. But I would like to get a degree in philosophy. I would like to teach philosophy. Actually, I love philosophy. I had the lead of the philosophy department when I went to USF ask me if I was interested in like pursuing a degree in teaching because she's like, you really have like a knack for it. And I was really flattered by it because like I didn't think of it at the time. But she said, yeah, if you ever decide that you do want to do that, let me know. I don't know if she still teaches there though, or she's still the director. But that was a surprising and flattering moment for me there, which is another important point. Listen to people, okay? And I say this especially to Ayubaba because he's 15. Listen to people. If you want to get a better understanding of who you are, the best source is other people who care about you. Don't listen to haters. Fuck haters. But listen to people who care about you and listen to what they say about you and what they think of you. Because narcissists don't do that. Narcissists are like, I know I'm a good person. And anytime you hear that, run. Anyone who says, I know I'm a good person, run the other way. I've never met a person who believed that was actually a good person. So if you're dating someone that says that, huge red flag, my dude. Fucking deep six that shit and get out. Get out. Abort. You jump the fuck off that plane. I don't care if you gotta grab a parachute. Like, get away from her. Get away from that person. Because that's like a huge red flag for narcissism. And you cannot get close to narcissists. You can't. They will destroy you. And I keep bringing that up because there are a lot of narcissistic people. And when you're young, narcissism looks like love. Like narcissists will use you, and you thinking, oh, this person's really into me. They're always texting me. They're always calling me. They love me, but no, they're just using you. And so sooner you can point out narcissism, the happier you'll be. Because I know a lot of my friends growing up, especially in that time, who were dating narcissists, and it fucked them. It fucked them up. Let's see here. Definitely a great field, very competitive nowadays, but definitely a good thing to know since people are people. Yep, that's true. Sick. I'm planning on doing psych at college. Oh, nice. Yeah, when you do get to University of Psychology, is definitely good. Now, again, my question to you, Ayubaba, is: do you want to make money or do you want to make a difference? That's the real question. Honestly, I'm looking more at crim psych. Okay, yeah. Criminal psychology is definitely a good one to get into. That's actually applicable. If you want to get a job in the criminal justice system in the United States, having a background in criminal psych is essential. Like, you have to have it. I don't know how it is in the UK though. Have dignity and honor. Wow, this guy never shuts up, huh? No, I don't. How the hell you got psychology major as a quiet math guy, Dream Hunter? Because all the courses were big auditorium style that test via Scantrons. Yep, true, true. But if anything, I'm slow to warm up to people. I realize I have trust versus mistrust issues when it comes to social interactions. But I'm cool with just using walls of text to interact with people. Yeah, walls of text, best boy. Yep, I agree with you guys. Yeah, that sounds more like a math guy. I play that data life, but honestly, I play as a support to people. Poor Sojiro's been waiting for ages. He has. Sojiro has the patience of a saint. He does. I'll look after Futaba and the cat while you're gone. You owe me one.
We'll talk more about our next job once you get back.
You got it. I almost forgot about that. I imagine what I say if I just hit him with like the, oh yeah, that's in the back of my mind. Yeah, I can't wait.
Good.
Yeah, someone's pissed in his milk, man. He's not a happy kitty. Not happy.
I'm so sleepy.
It'll take over 6 hours to get there, so why not sleep on the plane?
I'll do that.
Oh, it's almost time to check in.
Looks like it's gonna take off on time. I feel like a lot of flights headed to America tend to run late or get canceled. Is it just me, or is Ryuji not here yet?
After this is the worst palace. Agreed. I hated Haru's dad's palace. I hated it.
Even on a day like this?
The beginning was really cool, but after that, it was like, alright, I had enough. Like, after 20 minutes, I had enough. It's only 4 nights, right? Ain't it enough? Maybe for you. You're underpacked. It'll be fun either way. It'll be fun either way.
Yeah, that.
Well, I guess so.
Oh, I don't even remember that palace. LOL. Good. I'm glad you don't remember because it was bad. They made it better in Royal, but it still wasn't the best. Yeah, that's what Ruptured Tides was telling me. He said they remade that one, so it's better. But it's still the way. He said literally the exact same thing you just said.
Alright.
This is embarrassing. Here goes. Selfie.
Where am I supposed to look?
And the little black dot.
Let me see. Let me see.
Easy. Ryuji, you got crap in your eyes.
What?
Ah, she got you.
Holy shit, she's right.
Didn't wash your face, my dude?
How could you tell, Futaba?
You surprised? I snuck a nap on 8-Bit's phone. I can see all I want through his camera. You're looking now, right, 8-Bit? You can't underestimate the original Medjet.
Talk about a nasty trick.
Yup.
I'm so glad she's not an enemy of ours.
True. True. She could literally blackmail you with all the times you were fapping.
May I have some iced coffee? Coming right up.
Futaba's a fucking perv, confirmed. Exactly. She totally outed herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've begun our initial descent into Hawaii. We ask that you please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelts are safely.
Whoa!
So, how long will you be staying?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I have no idea though.
Hawaii! I love it.
Welcome to America. Aloha.
Hi, aloha. You can find your buses that way.
Damn, you speak Japanese? Whoa, I see it! The diamond thing!
Who's everyone's best boy and or girl?
The ocean is so blue!
I am a Makoto fan. That's my best girl. Makoto all the way. I think it's on for Dream Hunter. A Slevs, I'm not sure. I don't think I asked him that question.
Yes, we're here! Hawaii!
I am so embarrassed.
Is this the smell of Hawaii? Actually, I've been wondering since the airport, but what is this smell? It's supposedly the lingering scent of carpet cleaner. It's coconut scented. Plus, I'd say the scent of plumeria for the lays are amplifying the tropical atmosphere here.
What are you, the king of random facts?
I'm the type that likes to look up stuff beforehand. Then, tell me a cheap but good place to eat.
Do that after we get our keys.
I'm sorry to say this, but fuck Makoto. All my homies hate Makoto. See, I expected that answer, and you want to know why? You want to know why I expected that answer? Because she is like the student council president. So you see someone that's like that at your high school right now, and there is no way you like that person. I get it. I totally get it. So in lieu of that, are you an on man? Are you a Mifume man? Mifumi, not Mifume. A Kasumi man? I can't pick Kasumi yet because I don't know her well enough. Like, she's great. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like her. But, you know, I actually finished the game, you know, with trying to romance Makoto. So, like, I got to know her really well. I'm still learning about Kasumi, though. So, maybe my answer will change at the end of Royal. But, it's Makoto. I'm Team Makoto right now. Anna was my romantic option for the first playthrough, but the teacher snuck her way in. Yeah, no, cause like it was like I kept getting blocked by the teacher, cause like, you know, I'm a minor in this game, so if I could actually romance her, I think she would be my top pick. But you know, Makoto's the next best thing. She's like teacher, except someone you can actually date. No, it's because I am that person. True. True. It's like, look, like I need to get away. I need to get away from my reality, man. Like I'm not gonna romance a waifu that's literally me. Like fuck that shit. Hifumi is my best girl. Yeah, Hifumi's great. She almost clinched it my first time around, but you know, Makoto was in arm's length, and you know, I just found her to be very endearing. I mean, Hifumi too, but we went to two different schools. If I had interacted with Hifumi more, or if Hifumi was actually a part of the Phantom Thieves, I probably would have went with Hifumi. She's a really strong contender. There can only be one. Such is the way of waifu wars. Such is the way.
I want a room with this guy.
You belong to a different class, Sakamoto.
And there they are, both together.
Can't?
It complicates roll call.
Everyone butts you out after all.
The two best
I bet
waifus
there
right
aren't
there.
Many people who'd be okay rooming with you.
Shut up. We both stick out like a sore thumb, you know.
True.
Takamaki-san, have you decided on which room to stay in?
No, not yet.
Also, Gore Beast. Gore best boy. Gore best boy. Wait, hold on. Gore. Gore? Why am I not? Oh, you mean Igor. Yeah. No, Igor is best boy. Yeah, Igor is best boy. And the English voice actor, top notch. I love that guy's voice. It's got like this gravelly, sinister quality to it. Hashtag best nose. True. Like he literally could give a girl a face job with that nose. You know what I mean? Like he's the only dude. Like if Pinocchio never became a real boy and just grew into like a not real man, that's the same level of nose penetration. That a nose job? True. Oh man, that is sick, brother. That is sick. Honestly though, Ryuji and Maruki best boys. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that. Maruki's cool as fuck. Ryuji is the homie. Ryuji is the everyman's friend. I don't know if you're familiar with Mass Effect at all. That's a bit before your time, because Mass Effect was hot about 10 years ago. Almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago. So, you're probably not familiar with that, because you were what? Like 7, 8 years old? Because you're 15 now. So yeah, you probably didn't play that game, but there was a character in that game named Garrus, and Garrus, that was my homie right there. Garrus was cool as fuck. Like, I love that character, and everyone loved Garrus. Garrus was everyone's bro. That was the dude. That was the man. He's cool. He could shoot. He looked cool as shit. He's awesome. It's about to make a return. True. So if you're not familiar with that game, you could just play the remaster that's coming out in like spring.
In that case, how about rooming with me?
And if it's okay with you, do you want to walk around together once we're free to go about? We've never gone overseas before, so we thought it'd be reassuring if we had someone who knows English.
Oh, sure, of course. Well, see you guys later.
Come on, can you just hurry up and make your decision?
Oh, then is it okay if I room with you?
I'd rather be alone while you're asking. That's fine.
It's decided then.
Anyway, don't do anything stupid, okay? This isn't Japan, you know.
It's true. Our cops will kill you. This isn't Japan. You'll get clapped in America.
There sure are a ton of people
Our
here.
cops will fucking
Man,
kill you.
A lot of tall buildings like hotels.
It's a little too clean here. Feels like an artificial resort.
Won't be able to play many new games until after June, July. Because of school?
Still, look how clear the ocean is.
The palm trees definitely give off a tropical vibe, too.
I thought On was pretty impressive, but compared to the foreign ladies? Nah.
Damn, bro. Like that?
Then stop looking!
You think so too, don't you? Like, these ladies are massive unlike the girls in Japan.
Ryuji likes them thick. Me too. High five. High five. I guess so. They're not my type. I'm not interested. Alright. So because I'm trying to waifu Japanese girls, I gotta go with the smart answer here. Because if I go, I guess so, it's like, yeah, but. And there's no option that says, hell yeah, I mean, like, there's no option. There's a reason for that. Because none of your romantic choices look like American girls. Like, American girls are thick, alright? Which, I'm great with that. Yeah, my GCEs are this year. So, I don't get much time. Ah, right. Got you. So, are these like your college entrance exams? Because in the United States we have the SAT and the ACT, and those are the two that you take. And then graduate school you have the GREs. Unless you're going into a specialized school, med school has the MCAT, law school has the LSAT, and then I think there's another one for like finance people. But yeah, is that like your college entrance? I'm not interested. They're not my type.
You like him slim, huh?
Yep, I do. Because, you know, look at my options, bro.
Moving on. Take a look over there.
Which in
Isn't that Diamond Head?
in real life, like, you know, nubile girls are great. You know, sorry thick girls. I'm a man of broad taste, okay? I'm a man of culture, alright? There's many more women that I find attractive than unattractive, I'll put it that way. GCSE, sorry, and yeah, they're the equivalent-ish of the American SAT. Oh, okay, cool. Well, definitely good luck in those exams. I know in Japan and South Korea, there's like super important. Like you have to do well on those. In America, the SAT is very important if you want to get into a top school. But if you don't do well on the SAT, you can always do community college and then transfer in. So you have options. I don't know how it is in UK though. Yeah, definitely good luck with those for sure, for sure.
Oh, I saw it from the bus too. But why is it called that? Are diamonds a local product?
Wouldn't it say online?
Ah, there we go. Wait, people long ago mistook volcanic rock for it? The F?
Might as well look up recommended places in Waikiki too. Oh, right. I wanted to eat pancakes.
I wonder if there are any online recommendations of scenic spots.
We should check for cheap and popular restaurants then.
Hey, we're on our phones and chatting. This is no different from when we're in Japan.
Even if we're overseas, we can see all the news in Japan.
That was my question too, bro. It's like, yo, where do girls get their phones from? Cause I'm looking at these bikinis. I'm like, I don't see any pockets. So, where are you guys hiding these things? Like, did women all of a sudden develop a pouch that I didn't know about? Like, you guys have like a secret pouch or something, like a kangaroo that you hide your phones in? Like, what's going on? What's going on?
It's like, this ain't what I was expecting.
We should do something that's more Hawaii-like.
What's Hawaii like?
Hula dancing?
I ain't down for that. We can finally take a breather. Oh, by the way, you know how the polls for the fan site rankings started, right?
Yeah, I hadn't heard fan site. I hadn't heard.
Really? Even though it's been so lively?
Go swimming. True. Like that's Hawaii. Like go swimming, go surfing. Do some Hawaii. Yeah. Mishima needs a life, man. He does. Mishima is like, he's that dude that could be a Chad, but he just has no self-esteem whatsoever. None. Absolutely none. And Kamoshida really did that to him. Let's be real. Kamoshida was a monster. He beat the shit out of this guy, alright? He beat the shit out of everyone. And he molested, An's friend. I forgot her name already, but think Shiho. But still, just try to put yourself up. Try to put yourself out there. Like, I don't want to hear about the fucking fan site on vacation, okay? Like, we can talk about fan site back in Japan. Work-life balance is important. On that note, I'm going to take a break because I've got to go to the bathroom, and then we're going to finish the beach arc. We're going to finish the beach arc, and then I'm going to end stream after that so I can eat. But I want to finish the beach arc. But I'll be right back, guys. Mishima has the potential to become Lord and Savior of Japan and the world. But he just kind of sits there. True, true. And we kind of saw that with Shadow Mishima. He had that dark ambition because he had spent so much of his time being bullied and being zero. Like between Kamoshida and that kid that just kept bullying the shit out of him and making him feel like shit, he just developed like this dark ambition where he's like, I'm gonna be famous and I'm gonna be badass and I'm gonna be all this shit because people thought I was a zero and I won't be a zero anymore. But he has that talent, right? He has that talent. But you know, we went in and confronted the Shadow and he came around. He's just biding his time until his full potential can be unlocked. I know, right? Mishima's playing the long game. But yeah, no, he's talented. You know, he's a volleyball player. He can code websites. You know, he's good at gathering intelligence. He's got a lot of good skills. He just needs the self-esteem, and he'll be Chad, man. He'll be a stud. He'll be slaying Poon left and right. And, you know, everyone's going to be like, oh, man, I remember Mishima. He used to be like this loner kid, but now, you know, look at him. It's like, yeah, exactly. He's blossoming. LOL, we set him straight. Exactly. Scared straight.
I'm so glad I've been rooting for the Phantom Thieves. On the contrary, did you hear about Akechi, that detective against the thieves? The good-looking one. His popularity plummeted after Medjet was dealt with. Supposedly his official blog's up in flames. He posed as some hero of justice, but that's what he gets for not seeing eye to eye with them. To be blunt, I can't focus on this trip. I keep thinking about the Phantom Thieves. Don't you think about them too?
Yeah. Let's just go to sleep.
You sure are calm. Something this amazing rarely happens, you know? But then again, I think I'm feeling a bit tired too. Let's go to bed. Good night.
Yeah, I'm just trying to refocus his attention because it's like, dude, we're in fucking Hawaii, bro. We're in Hawaii. All right. I don't want to hear about the fan site. I don't want you to be thinking about the fan site. We're on vacation. Enjoy it. Unwind. You gotta know how important this shit is. I remember like getting up every day to go to work and feeling like I hated my life. And then I realized I'm like, I hadn't been on a real vacation in over 3 years. So when you do have vacations, take advantage of them. Please. Please do that. Mishima, take advantage of the vacation. Stop talking about the fan site.
I thought we were gonna be getting alohas coming from all directions and stuff.
It costs money to enjoy that atmosphere, you know?
We're in a tourist
There's
trap.
not much we can do as students.
True. Hawaii's expensive as fuck.
I guess it's the same no matter where we go.
But if An wanted to find her a sugar daddy, she could, and then she could afford the Hawaiian high life. Which reminds me of an old game, Test Drive Unlimited. That was a pretty cool game because you were in Hawaii driving around.
Hey, what's with the low energy, Makoto?
I just had to listen to the taxi driver complain for 30 minutes straight.
Oh, that's the worst.
I'm used to dealing with students' troubles, but I never expected to have to do it overseas as well.
We Americans complain a lot. We do. And it's because we're overworked and underpaid.
That must have sucked.
We should be doing some more exciting stuff. I mean, we're in freaking Hawaii, for God's sake. Isn't the school supposed to plan stuff? I want to go diving.
Fuck no, that costs money.
It seems there wasn't enough time to come up with any kind of coordinated travel plan. That lack of coordination is what led to them using students as chaperones as well.
By the way, you're rooming with Mishima, right? How is it? Anything interesting?
All fan site all the time. He won't shut up. Nothing really. All fan site all the time.
Even in Hawaii?
That's what I'm saying, on like, yo, like he needs to chill. He needs to chill. All right? I appreciate him being concerned, but if you don't take this time to unwind, you're gonna burn out when we need you back in Tokyo, and then it's gonna be like, oh fuck.
You know, I do hear people talking about the Phantom Thieves every so often.
Are they really mentioning us?
Yes.
I think so.
We've already made our international debut. Man, just talking about that makes me want to go back to Japan so bad.
God damn it.
You really have no chill.
Are An and I the only ones who get it?
Come on, let's try and forget about those things for now.
Thank you, Makoto.
But people are waiting for us to fix
What?
society. We don't got time to be relaxing over here.
Bro, aren't you supposed to be in LA?
Ain't that right, Yusuke? Wait, what the hell?
Overseas travel provides a great opportunity for new insight. I'd prefer we stay here a bit longer.
How are you not in LA? Or do you just like teleport from place to place now?
What are you doing here?
Wasn't your school supposed to be going to Los Angeles?
Apparently, they couldn't land the plane due to a terrible storm brewing on the west coast. There were no signs of it letting up, so our destination was changed on the spot to Hawaii.
Did you just bring rain wherever you go?
Could it be that what happened at the fireworks festival was his fault as well?
Well, guys, objection. It's not raining right now in Hawaii. Like, look, it's sunny. How you gonna blame a boy for rain? Okay.
Don't go bringing any storms here. You got that?
I'll do my best.
By the way, there's nothing planned after this. What are you all gonna do?
Eat.
Oh yeah, I still gotta buy souvenirs. My mom asked me to grab some stuff for her.
I totally forgot about that. We need to pick things up for Futaba and Morgana too.
Yeah, make sure Futaba's happy because she's hacked all of our phones and seen us through our cameras.
I was hoping to do some shopping myself.
Then it's settled. I wonder what Morgana would want.
Tuna.
Man, our group's totally the same even out of Japan.
Huh. I didn't realize Big Bang Burger was in Hawaii too.
Yeah, Big Bang Burger is legit everywhere. You know, come to think of it, I don't know of any Asian chains that are in the United States. Because even Panda Express started in California. Like, I don't know. I want something authentically Japanese in the United States.
Yeah, it's been getting real popular in Japan lately. I guess I wanted to branch out.
Now that you mention it, I read a news article recently about the success of Okumura Foods.
Ah, yes. The company that owns Big Bang Burger.
Okumura? Ain't that the guy who's at the top of the fan site rankings?
Is that true?
I guarantee it. I don't make mistakes about that kind of stuff.
Okumura Foods?
Yeah, I didn't put the pieces together before, but I guess we know him pretty well.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's probably nothing. Just a rumor I heard about Okumura Foods. Supposedly, all of their overseas competition has mysteriously pulled out. Never mind, I'm surely just overthinking things. Sis's habits seem to be rubbing off on me.
Hey, why don't we take a pic together? You know, so we can remember the trip and all.
Ooh, good idea!
Just line up over there?
Are you sure you don't want to be in it? Thanks.
I got a flashback. I'm like never in the photos I take of my friends.
I only ask that you ensure the composition is well balanced.
Ugh, can you not worry about that stuff for 1 second?
Go for it.
It's kind of important for a picture on, just saying. Smile, hope this turns out easy.
We still have some time to spare, right? Where to next?
There's a convenience store down by the beach. How about there?
That sounds lovely. I would quite like a short rest.
All right, let's head over there.
Huh. Don't you think the food around here is kind of salty?
Oh, that's the American way, brother. Salt, salt, and more salt.
You might be right. Oh, shoot. I forgot my sunscreen. I'm going to go buy another bottle at the convenience store.
I'll go with you.
I guess we will need to wait for them to come back.
I'm so bored. By the way, you think we're the thieves everyone here's been going on about? It'd be pretty freaking crazy if that was true, huh?
That would be amazing. There's no way. So crazy.
I had not heard of such rumors. It sounds wonderful. We are already here, so why don't we confirm if that is the case?
Oh, good idea. Let's try asking around while we wait for An and Makoto.
Oh, I've heard of the Phantom Thieves. In fact, I'm a big fan. So, guy, how they kick the bad guys' asses. I wonder how they steal hearts.
Oh,
Seems to be quite knowledgeable.
Dude!
Yeah, man. We're big in America, bro. Phantom Thieves? Oh, like the ones from Japan?
Whoa!
I read about them in a news article recently. What of it? That's all I wanted to know. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. Hey. Phantom Thieves? I've never heard of them. You kids are from Japan, right? Are these Phantom Thieves like special people like samurai or geisha? Something like that, yeah. I suppose that understanding isn't necessarily incorrect for someone from a foreign country. Yo, it's Haru.
Huh?
She literally just appeared there.
Hey, ain't she kinda cute? Maybe we should ask her some questions too.
Oh, she is. Let's chat her up.
Free time is almost up. Shouldn't you be heading back soon?
Are you a Shujin student?
That's right. By the way, your blonde friends seem very excited on the airplane coming here.
Hey, you're that girl we saw watering the plants.
Sorry to surprise you. I'm another third year who was asked to come chaperone this trip. I accepted the task to take my mind off of things, but I wasn't sure how to spend my free time.
We're here!
I think I should be going. See you.
Sorry, were you waiting long? That girl you were talking to just now, do you know her?
No, that was my first interaction with her. She said she was a third year, same as you, Makoto.
Mm-hmm. I've never really spoken to her, though. It looks like our free time is over. Let's head back to the hotel.
Look at that. Teacher's got it going on.
Oh, what am I doing? I feel like such an idiot for getting psyched for this. Then again, we are on a trip, so...
What?
Excuse me, Miss Kawakami. About the post-beach plans. Did you go to it at that time?
Not at all! What's the matter?
She's just strutting her stuff. She's just strutting her stuff, you know? She still got it. She still got it. I've never seen this scene before. This has got to be new for Persona 5 Royal. I've never seen this scene.
Another too. What did you find?
Still working, can't tell you.
She can handle this without me. Ooh, so much.
Cinnamon!
All I'm good for is driving them around in mementos. I'm basically useless.
Kitty, your mumbling's distracting me. If you got something to say, just spit it out.
It's nothing.
What were you saying?
Let me go!
You feel so nice.
I do not!
So smooth and
Headphone
shiny.
position, totally barbaric. It's true. It's true. It's completely, it's in violation of the Geneva Conventions. Like that headphone, the way she's wearing her headphones, it's gotta stop. I wanna file a lawsuit against that.
Better than anyone.
That's true.
There are even more posts now. Oh, wow. The president of a company called Okumura Foods is rising very quickly up the rankings.
We're on a trip, you know.
Come on, you can't let this chance pass you by. It's rumored that Okumura Foods' exploits their employees. Stuff like underpaying staff to reduce labor costs. That's how they have so many stores.
And that's classic capitalism. We'd be fucking clapping everybody's cheeks for the next 10 years if that's the criteria we're gonna go off of.
Why are you here?
Just hear me out. The guy I'm rooming with went and brought his girlfriend back to the room. It felt totally awkward staying in there with him. I'm just gonna sleep here tonight.
Even though there are only 2 beds? Coming! Takamaki?
The girl I was sharing a room with took off to her boyfriend's room.
I know that feeling.
And she took the key. I stepped outside for just a second and the auto lock kicked in. I can't get back in my room.
Huh? You're looking at stuff online even over here?
Ever since the MedJet case, many people from overseas have been accessing the website. Isn't it crazy? The Phantom Thieves are finally making their worldwide debut. What should I do about overseas requests?
I don't think we're the ones you should ask about that.
They took down MedJet. I wonder who they'll bring justice to next. It's not just Japan anymore. The whole world's waiting to see the Phantom Thieves' next move.
That reminds me, what time is it?
So sleepy. I'm feeling pretty pooped. You think this could be that jet lag thing?
It'll be too much hassle for me to go anywhere else. I'll just sleep in here tonight.
Wait, what? I don't know if that's a good idea.
Are you serious?
Don't worry, I trust you guys.
I saw that one coming.
Alright.
There are only 2 beds. Even if someone sleeps on the sofa.
One of us is gonna have to sleep on the floor. So who's that gonna be? Oh, hey, playing cards. Why don't we use these to decide? Yes! What? I'm all the way in Hawaii, and I'm stuck sleeping on the floor.
Easy.
Hey, where'd Mishima go?
He's in the bathroom.
Ain't he been in there a while?
The school trip. Shiho was really looking forward to this.
Sag.
On.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring the mood down. But it's already been almost 6 months since then, hasn't it? This all feels so strange.
Right? Hard to believe the rowdy kids at school are now famous all over the world.
Don't you think we still have a lot to learn about each other, though? You know, things like what kind of people we like. So, time to come clean, Ryuji.
Me?
Put on the spot.
Well, she's gotta have a good personality. I'm okay with anyone who's modest and nice.
What about if 2 girls with equally good personalities confess to you at the same time?
If they're equally nice, then it'd have to be the one with the hotter bod.
True.
So looks are what's most important to you.
What?
You got debated, dude. You got debated.
Your first answer was just superficial. The second answer was your true beliefs.
Got him.
Huh. So you really are that kind of guy.
That ain't fair.
Fuck off. Exactly. Those are my thoughts. You literally debated him. You literally debated him on. Like, that was an impossible answer. But see, you have to know how to answer these questions. What he should have said is, it's impossible for someone to be equally good to someone else because everyone is different. So I would just pick the one that I vibed with the most. Easy, shut it down. She can't hit you with a whataboutism at that point.
What about you? Come on, spill the beans. What kind of girl is your type?
One with a great body, one who's really smart, one shrouded in mystery. I don't have a type. So I am trying to romance Kasumi. So she's a gymnast, so of course she'd have the great body. She's also really smart because she's in the honors program. But I don't know much about her. So, I'm gonna go with this one. One shrouded in mystery.
Wait, are you talking about her?
Does he know who I'm talking
Well,
about?
we answered honestly. It's your turn next. So, what kind of guy do you... So, what kind of guy do you...
Oh, I know that feel. I know that feel.
That doesn't sound good.
You know, wasn't he drinking the tap water earlier?
Yeah, but that still shouldn't have fucked him up. Yeah, America's cut a lot of corners, but our tap water is safe to drink. Unless you're in Flint, Michigan, that's different. No good answer. Yeah, exactly. There's no good answer. There's no good answer for that. So what you have to do is you have to hedge your bets. And girls are notorious for those kinds of questions. So you have to see it. You got to see it coming, and you be like, I decline to answer, or like you literally have to handle it like if you were in a deposition or something. You have to like just turn the tables, and then just not answer the question because it's a trap. It's a trap.
That's like the one thing you're not supposed to do when you're out of the country.
No, I believe that is a wise decision. Though it was some third-rate tabloid's article, unnecessary information was leaked after all. Besides, his investigation of the Phantom Thieves showed no progress since then. Yes, there's a possibility that he'll betray us out of spite since he was let go. Well then, we'll make it so that it was a heart attack. As usual, he'll be left to deal with the... Oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. Well played, sir. It no longer matters if we deal with one or two of those connected to us.
Our trip is almost over. But tomorrow night we'll be in the airplane heading home. Damn it! This isn't how stuff was supposed to go. What do you mean? We ended up walking around, same as we always do in Japan. I mean, we even ate at a freaking Big Bang Burger. It's like we never left.
That's true. That's true. No lies. But it's kind of our fault though. Like Oahu is a beautiful island. It really is. But you also need money to do stuff. When you're broke as fuck, not much you can do.
Wine all you'd like, but that's what the trip was supposed to be.
Even though I'm sitting on 350 racks, which is like 4,000 US dollars, I think. Or nah, 4 grand US isn't shit in Hawaii. So we actually did the right thing.
Weren't some other guys getting all cozy with their girlfriends or some shit?
Well, we don't have girlfriends. Like, what do you want us to do, Rigi?
I think. And that's it. That's what this trip is missing.
Yeah.
We totally got to get moving during our free time in the afternoon. What are we going to do?
We're going to talk to some baddies.
Make a once-in-a-lifetime summer memory.
Yep.
Hawaii's famous for its beaches, and, you know, what happens in Hawaii stays in Hawaii.
I like the way you think, bro.
We can get some girls' numbers during the day, then sneak away to them at night. You in or what?
Come on, bro. Let's do it.
Me too?
Yes, you too.
It'll be great. Neither of us have girlfriends who'd get mad about it either.
True.
I guess it's true, but...
Single life.
Come on. I know you're acting all cool, but you're totally coming with. No question about it. Ooh, you get a message? Who could that... actually, you don't gotta answer that. It might be something about you-know-what. Come on, Mishima, let's go.
Yeah, he might be kind of five-head, so, like, I don't even know what he's talking about. But he knows.
What just happened? It's only going to be the two of us, Sakamoto? Don't give me that look. We're going to Waikiki. Try and get a little more excited. Man...
You guys got it, man. You don't need me. You don't need me. Oh, it's her. Fumi. I heard that Shujin is here in Hawaii, so I wanted to say hi. My school is giving us some free time to do as we please. Care to walk along the beach? It might help with some new moves. What was that message earlier? Was it from Futaba? Wait, don't tell me. Was it a girl? Come on, you gotta make memories with us instead. We bombed it on that beach in Japan, after all. This is my last moment of free time. Who should I spend it with? Dude, I gotta talk to my girl, alright? Yeah, let's take a stroll. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, I'll be waiting. And my swimsuit. Oh. Oh, okay.
I didn't expect to see you here. It's quite a nice surprise.
Seems like Hifumi have been waiting here for me here.
Do I look strange in this?
Strangely hot.
Perhaps I should go change.
It's the beach after all. You look great.
Huh? Oh, thank you very much. Shall we take a walk? Oh, looks like they sell shrimp.
Garlic shrimp. Hell yeah.
Shrimp are symbolic of living a long life. Shall we have some?
Yeah, I'd like to try some. I'd rather have crab. Yeah, let's do it.
I wonder how they'll taste.
You two from Japan?
Yes.
How about them phantom thieves, huh? The guys that steal hearts.
You've heard about the phantom thieves?
Heard about it on the news. They're all the rage in Japan, yeah?
Yeah?
Say, if you run into them, tell them I say hello. And ask them to change people's hearts so everyone loves shrimp.
Yeah, good for business, brother.
Sure.
God damn. Eleanor gave us a heaping pile of extra shrimp.
Oh, they're quite pungent.
Oh yeah, they do have a smell. That's fresh shrimp. We gazed out over the ocean while we enjoyed the delicate flavors of a foreign country.
It's so beautiful. This is a refreshing break from staring at a shogi board.
Drink Hunter.
I feel as if I'll be able to come up with some great new moves once I return home. Were you bored spending time with me? We would have had a more enjoyable time if I had made better conversation.
You're fine. I had fun. Was it boring? You're fine the way you are.
You are always so kind. This is for you.
Oh, a gift?
I would be delighted if you remembered this day.
I don't remember getting a gift from any girl. Sweet. Looks like a turtle. Something about a transparent stone reminds me of Hifumi.
If only we went to the same school.
If only. We'll see each other again.
Yes. I'd like that. Sun is about to set. We should start heading back.
We're fine like this. Just a little longer.
Yes.
Two of us basked in the stunning Hawaiian sunset. Just me and Hifumi. Aw. So sweet.
It was terrible getting dragged around by Sakamino all day. Do you think I'll have to go through this on future school events as well?
It was terrible for him too.
But wasn't he the one who invited me in the first place?
I do hate when some girls want to try to change something about themselves, chiefly looks, when they're pretty darn hot. But in the end, it's all about how they see themselves. Exactly. That is the first and last lesson that you have to learn about girls. It's not about you at all. It's about how they see themselves. They are narcissists by nature. Okay? They are narcissists by nature. Sooner we as men understand that, the better and easier our lives will be. So, yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I don't know. It's fun hanging out with Sakamino, but he might be too different from me. Is getting a girlfriend my only way out of this situation? Well, anyway, we need to wake up early tomorrow. Let's get some sleep, okay?
Hey.
Still open for business. Get that cat upstairs.
Aww.
It's not like anyone's coming in anyway. Damn, Futaba. Low blow. Dial it back. Plus, if someone does come, you could just tell them it's a cat cafe. Psh. You know that line's not gonna work. Oh shit, Maruki. The drip. Major drip. And it's pretty much his normal outfit, except he's not wearing sandals and he's wearing a coat. But it's pretty much his normal outfit. But the coat just makes that much of a difference. The coat and the loafers.
Hey!
What did I tell you? Get the cat out of here.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, please. There's no need, I'm sorry. Wait a second, I was told that Amethyst-kun is lodging at a cafe. I just happened to be passing by, so...
Uh-huh.
I see. You teach at a school, huh? Not really. I'm just a counselor. Well, in any case, I apologize for the cat. Normally he stays upstairs. It's fine by me. I love animals. They don't seem to share the sentiment, though. Haha. Heck's he doing here? Abed's off on this little trip. No clue. He's just some alien-level stranger to me.
Say.
You talk with your cat? That's so neat. Sorry, did I frighten you? My apologies. I just found it impressive is all. Sorry about the cold shoulder over there. Just take the cat upstairs, okay? I'll call you back down when it's all clear. Come on, Futaba. We'll just be in the way down here. Let's go. That book. Oh, this? It's on a subject called cognitive science. Any interest? What? I'm sorry, but you need to leave. Don't worry about the bill. Huh? I'm so sorry if there was anything. The cafe's now closed. I'll have to ask you to. Sojiro!
I'm okay.
He stays. What good is driving your few customers away gonna do you anyhow? Taba. So, that book, is it what you teach, sir? I mean, mister? Well, no, not at all. I'm not a teacher. What's it for then? It's just a personal interest of mine. I've been studying it for years now. It's difficult to grasp at times, but it's quite useful. Fun to study too. It's fun?
Yeah.
Well, of course. It's a wonderful division of science that can help many people. That makes it pretty fun, right? Yep. Mom thought the exact same thing. Mom? Her mother studied it too. What I don't get is why you're studying something like that though. Well, you are a high school counselor, right? I guess it does make some sense being related to your field and all. Your mom thought that too, huh? She sounds like a wonderful woman. Hell yeah, my mom owned. She loved me so much. Past tense, huh? I see.
Right.
Well, I'm sure she'd be very proud.
Alright, let's go.
Off to a menless room.
Hey, wait!
Sorry about that. Would you care for another? Thank you. Coffee is truly amazing. Thanks. Man, things sure are changing around here.
School trip is finally coming to a close. I never thought I would have the chance to go on one this year as well.
Barely even felt like I was out of the country, though.
Even Yusuke showed up.
I'm simply glad the storm didn't make its way over here.
It may not have been the most exciting trip, but we still had a good time.
Honestly, though, I'm thankful we didn't have to deal with the storm. They truly are dreadful.
So, what did you end up doing yesterday? You keeping secrets from me? That's against the bro code.
It is, but we're also in front of two girls who could be potentially romantic options for the both of us, and so I will not say shit. I'm not telling. Went to the beach. I was with someone. I'm not telling.
What? Oh, that sounds pretty damn suspicious to me.
Your suspicions are correct, but I'm not gonna confirm them.
I'm not gonna keep prying though. Last thing I need is your secret lover coming after me with an axe.
Or an army.
That's enough, you guys.
It felt like this trip went by in a flash. I'm not sure if I want to go home or stay here longer at this point.
Hey, why don't we shop for souvenirs together before it's time to go?
Ooh, count me in.
Allow me to join you as well, although I have no funds for souvenirs.
You're going to be able to get back to Japan, right?
Hopefully it's a round trip.
What do you think Morgana and Futaba would like?
The traditional souvenir from Hawaii is usually chocolate. Oh, but Morgana can't eat chocolate. Well, he tells us that he's not a cat, so maybe it's fine?
If we're gonna get him souvenirs, we gotta pick stuff they'll really wig out over.
Why don't we split up and look around then?
Look, they have coffee with butter in it. Do you think it tastes good?
It does.
There's acai powder over here.
Doesn't it feel like you could just spend forever at places like these?
You literally can. Side note, Dream Hunter and I have a mutual friend that's like a really big fitness buff. And when we hang out with him, we usually will go to a store like this and just like browse the inventory. Because he goes shopping for himself, and then I see all of the things that I can't afford. It's great. Oh, Steve? Yes, Steve.
I know what you mean.
We've come all the way to Hawaii. I think it'd be best for our gifts to focus on impact rather than taste.
Oh, well said.
I like walking around shops for no reason, lol. Yeah, window shopping's a nice way to pass the time. I usually like doing it when I'm in a mall. And when I have money. If I am not in a mall and I don't have money, then I'd rather not do it. But if I do have money and I am in the mall, then I won't mind doing it. I can honestly see why girls do it, but not for like 3+ hours though. Maybe 1 hour max. Yeah, like if you ever gone to the store with your mom, you know exactly how it is, you know, or gone to like the mall with your mom, which I used to do. And I guess I kind of built my tolerance up for window shopping. But there's some nice things. So there's nice stores, you know, Bed Bath & Beyond, all that good stuff.
In that case, let's find something we wouldn't buy ourselves, but we'd be happy to get as a gift. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, this is Futaba and Morgana we're talking about. Their standards for happiness are way too high. Yusuke, you find something?
An hourglass that measures 3-minute increments.
Why?
Well, Futaba loves instant yakisoba. It brilliantly meets the requirements of an item I wouldn't buy for myself, but would please me to receive.
But can't you just buy one of those in Japan? Oh crap, we're almost out of time. Okay, Yusuke and I will find Futaba's souvenir and we'll leave Morgana's to you.
Hello?
Oh, Kasumi. Hello. I did not expect to see you here at all.
Senpai!
Aloha. Why, hello there. Yo, what's up, Rich? How you doing, brother? Hello. Oh, I love Kasumi so much. She's great. Caught me slipping. Oh, she definitely caught me slipping. Like, I felt like she should have been here, but she wasn't here. My RTX 3080 is 10 stops away from delivery. Hell yeah, brother. They said it was tomorrow, but it's today. Jeff Bezos never fails to deliver. He never fails to deliver, okay? Father Bezos never fails to deliver. You startled me. Aloha. Why, hello there.
Oh, so I didn't scare you, huh?
Not so much to scare, just like I just didn't expect.
Who's that?
Find anything suitable?
Hmm? That girl.
Ah, sorry to be a bother.
Amazon always overestimates to get you that surprise delivery early. Hell yeah. Under promise, over deliver. Classic way to keep people
I'm
happy.
Yoshizawa, a first year. It's nice meeting you all.
Oh, you're that gymnast.
Yes, that's right. Our club's here at a training camp to get ready for the next big meet, and I just happened to find him.
The last meet was only a short while ago, though. You're already training for the next one? You seem to be making quite the effort.
Well, I absolutely have to get the results I'm looking for at the next competition. The team's been training with a famous coach who lives here on the island. She's working us especially hard. We end up in tears almost every day.
Your dedication to training even when overseas is admirable. We should all learn from your example.
Yep.
Good luck at the next meet. We're all rooting for you.
Thank you. Your kind words may be what keeps me from crying today.
Hey, it's fine if you do cry, though. You know what they say? What doesn't thrill ya makes you stronger.
Close.
Ah, I almost forgot we're out of time here. Well, I'm gonna go pay for my stuff.
Ooh, I ought to do that too. See you later, Yoshizawa-san.
Yes, it was nice meeting you all. Your friends seem like a fun bunch.
Yeah, they're cool.
I think so too. Well, I know I'm going to win for sure this time. I'll prove to everyone what I'm made of.
I really like her jacket. I
Considering
want
I
that
went
jacket.
last time though, I also got this souvenir as a sort of insurance.
Good luck charm.
I bought it earlier today at this branch of a Japanese shrine here in Hawaii. I always used to buy some kind of charm before a big competition. My sister was even more stringent with her own superstitions. The thing is, I forgot to pick one up before the last meet. I'll be fine now, though. I just know it. I should probably get going. I almost forgot that I still need to pick up souvenirs for my family. Sorry for keeping you so long. I'll see you later, alright?
Jet setting.
I'm serious. That's why there was no need for you to have angered our director right then. But still, he would have eventually shut up if you just nodded. I guess you got a point.
I think the new NVIDIA GPUs are overhyped. Oh yeah, they are. They are. Aside from the ray tracing, it's not like performance that's like, you know, mind-blowing. Just the ray tracing. Potato Head not feeling so good. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Damn. Contract complete 47. So he was gonna snitch on the SIU director. They're like, oh no 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 no. No you're not. Dead men tell no tales. You ain't saying shit, buddy.
You get tanned a bit?
How was Hawaii?
Aloha.
He's been Hawaiianized.
It's true. I'm Hawaiianized now.
I can understand why.
While you guys were off having fun, things here have gotten a bit more complicated.
So I've heard the surprisingly hot items at the moment are masks and calling cards.
Oh shit, we got merch?
Here's a graph of the profits for stores handling these items.
Double from last year. Phantom Thief goods seem to be in especially high demand.
I didn't know they sold that kind of stuff.
Should we try too? I mean, selling Phantom Thief merchandise?
Yeah. Sounds good. What about copyright like Phantom Thief Curry? Like Phantom Thief Curry?
Maybe I'll toss some dry ice on the side, you know? Give it that phantom-y effect. I'm just joking, alright?
Hey man, that's easy money.
Guests consider this recent phenomenon.
What do you think, Akechi-kun?
Well,
There he is, the anti-thief detective. I hope he slips up and self-destructs.
I can sense some chivalry behind their actions.
He too highbrow for that. This man's a detective, and he works with a prosecutor. He's not gonna slip up.
They are clever to take the silent resentments of the public into account and relieve them. I believe that may be the secret to their popularity.
Well, this is surprising. Your stance seems to have softened.
This doesn't change the fact that they are dangerous. However, no, I shouldn't say anymore.
Come on, you can say it.
Oh no, I won't be falling for that. I learned my lesson after the previous backfire.
This, guys, is how you handle the media. The media will always try to bait you into saying something controversial because they want the drama, so they can get their fucking social media interactions, alright? Don't let them do it to you, okay? Don't let them do it. Just say no.
These thieves are more popular than the police or politicians. What's the world coming to?
It's better for people to make shit up about what you think than for you to actually say something stupid.
Rude.
What are you so angry about? Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Take care of any customers that show up.
I finished the analysis, you know, of the data. Wanna meet now? Seriously? Jet lag?
Yeah. It's like
Fine then.
13-hour flight.
Tomorrow.
Unless you want me to just overclock and be like, fuck it, and just run off caffeine. I don't care who it is, just do it already. Okay, that's the chaos guy right there in the group. Just target somebody, I don't give a shit who. You look sleepy. I am. I'm fucked. Attention all ye jet lagged. Someone from Shujin came to LeBlanc yesterday. What? Who? He had messy hair and glasses. I don't know, just sounds like 8-bit to me. Come on, bruh. Just roasted me. What's his name, Maruki? I think so, Dr. Maruki, the counselor. He said he was studying cognitive science. He's in that field too? You don't think he's connected to the incident with Futaba's mother? Oh no, I didn't get that vibe from him. He seemed actually interested in cognitive science. It wasn't like he was just using it. You two got talking then. A little, he seemed nice. For a stranger to connect with Futaba's no easy feat. He must have quite a talent for this. I'm not sure talent is the word for it, but yeah, he's cool. What, you want to get him to counsel you too? I see no point in having my heart probed by an utter stranger. Truth, man. Still, I am curious as to how he managed to negate Futaba's usual reticence. I don't know, we just talk normally. But he's such a good listener, right? Maybe you ended up talking more than usual. So it's true, he does have some extraordinary effect. Surely he must have some greater insight. The better to SP the innermost truths of the heart. Holy shit, this dude has ESP? SP. To see or perceive. Kodo, is there any way you could arrange for me to meet him? What, me? You want to meet him that badly? Please, I feel like there's something here I must confirm for myself. Well, I can't make anything happen instantly, but I'll see what I can do. My sincerest thanks. I look forward to finally meeting him. Cool.
Something.
Cool. La 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 la. All right. So that's fun, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream right now. I need to get some food, and then get ready to bring in tomorrow. So thank you everyone for coming by, and thank you Ayubaba for joining the group, joining the community. Glad to have you. Hustle Labs, good to see you as always. Dream Hunter, Planet Popstar Rich, thank you. Yeah, this week is going to be interesting. Oh, it is. It's going to be hella interesting. I'm going to be glued to my monitors looking for anything new coming down the grapevine from the political world. PS5 launches next week, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. You guys stay safe. You guys take care. And most importantly, I had it and then it's gone. So I'm not ending the stream in a clever way this time. I'm just going with salt on my face. Have a good one.